All right. Hey, instead of having a crash, we're 2 minutes early this week. Welcome to No Comics for Old Men.
We live?
We are live.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, all right.
I'm so unprofessional. Forget you saw that.
How's everybody doing? Welcome to the live show of No Comics for Old Men, where we do the FOC and talk about comics, and we get way off track.
Go off on tangents. Yeah. Talk for way too long.
Way too long. But the first stuff business we got to get off of. If you saw the title, BCW has flagged and canceled our account because we're hostile. Well, why if you own a business, why is your customer hostile? You should ask yourself that. This is one of those companies who say, hey, we're the game in town. If you want every kind of supply for a hobby shop, you got to come to BCW. Otherwise, piss up a rope.
Yeah, and that's basically what they did.
Yeah. So prior to COVID, we did a huge order, right? You have to do over $1,000 on an order to get free shipping. So we did, I think, $1,150 or somewhere in that neighborhood. 10,000 bags and boards and 5,000 count boxes and.
Well, $1,100 is not like pocket change. It's not like
for a small comic shop for your supplies.
Yeah, my $20 order didn't come the way I wanted. It was like $1,100. Maybe you should prioritize us a little bit.
And it's not like any customer comes in excited about. Did you get the new bags and boards in?
Yeah.
Is there a variant bag and board I can have?
Yeah, there is. You turn it around the other way and put it in there. There you go. There's the variant. That's the not so glossy side.
So the acid gets against your comic and then it's ruined, and then
then you can sue BCW.
BCW, yeah.
And they'll tell you to piss up a rope again.
Yeah. So it came 3 weeks late. We were waiting on it, and no order, and then finally it comes. They drop it on the street out here in front of 3436 Front Street, Port Jervis, New York. Just in case you want to know where we were. Just a pallet dropped right in front of the door. Okay, you don't bring it inside if it's FOB, freight on board. Okay, all right. Not too bad. I hire people out. We can do that ourselves, but it's damaged. So I call them. I'm like, listen, you're 3 weeks late. It comes damaged. Like your delivery guy has a serious attitude. They're like, oh, we don't do the delivery guy. I'm like, okay, I'll call that company and have a problem with them. I said, but it's damaged. What are you going to do? And it's 3 weeks late. You've had my money now for 4 weeks. I'm finally getting the product and it's damaged. And basically, they didn't want to do anything for me. They didn't want to give me free shipping on my next order. They didn't have any solution. There was just too damn bad. So, I don't want to work with a company like that. I'm just not interested in doing business with BCW, whether they unflagged me or not.
Yeah, the hell.
I mean, I'm going to have to use 3 or 4 different companies. Yeah, but guess what? I'm not the only one. I found a company to get bags and boards from. You know how I found a company? Because I went onto the Facebook page for comic book shops. That's a closed, for other comic shop owners. And everybody's like, hey, where can I get bags and boards? Where can I get bags and boards? And Transline is a company out in California. They're doing bags and boards. They've emailed me 2 or 3 times. They've been very nice to me. They, ask me if I need anything to get the order put together. And,
smaller company.
They're looking to get new customers.
Sure.
Hey, BCW, somebody's going to eat your lunch. Somebody's going to come along and eat your lunch.
Hopefully soon. That's not a way to do business,
It isn't.
It is. And if you're going to be an arrogant business like that, take your business elsewhere. Because eventually they'll pay the price.
Right. Imagine if Amazon was when you got the wrong item or your item was damaged, they just were like, yeah, you can't send that back. That's yours.
Yeah, too bad.
Piss up a rope. You think Amazon would be the multi-billion-dollar, they're going to hit $1 trillion, I think, soon, business because they treat their customers like crap? No, and guess what? I'm telling everybody. I'm going to find a better bag and board. Look, I already found a better comic box. Your comics long boxes are crap, and they've always been crap. If it's not full and you pick it up, your box crumbles in the middle, and it makes a U. and it sucks. And I got some boxes from Gem. Gem that do the mailers. You know, if you've ever got.
Oh yeah.
Gemini, not Gem. Gemini. Their comic boxes, they're a little bit more difficult to put together, but man, they're so sturdy. They are strong. They don't bend in the middle.
Price comparable?
Same price. Same price. And
There
so
you
that's
go.
where I'll be getting all my long boxes from. Don't buy your long boxes from BCW. Get them from Gemini because they're a lot stronger. They won't bend in the middle, and they're the same price.
And they'll probably take care of you as a customer.
As a customer. As a customer. There's a lot more I could say, but it wouldn't be appropriate even for our adult channel.
I thought this was the adult channel.
Yeah, it is, but
yeah. Well, yeah, you know, 2 hours of F-bombs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's probably not that entertaining.
Yeah.
Maybe like 5 minutes would be fine.
Yeah. Our recent order, this is how we found out, right? We ordered stuff that they don't have, right? They're not shipping until September because their supply chain got messed up, and so they don't have the stuff. They're all sold out. So we were going to wait. We pre-ordered. They took our money. And then when we went to check on the order, our orders disappeared. So my partner calls them up, says, you know, what happened to our order? It doesn't show that it's going to ship anytime. They're like, oh, you were flagged for being hostile.
Did they give you your money back at least?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, once we called to find out where the order was, then they sent us the money back.
So they didn't go hold on to
They
it until you
closed the
noticed?
account
Yeah.
and didn't ship the money back until after we called.
Yeah, that's not shady business practice at all.
No.
No, the hell,
So-
you know what? You're better off. Screw them. The hell with it.
Right.
Obviously,
So,
they don't know how
there's
to
lots of
run a
Hey,
business.
listen, if you use BCW products, go check them out. Like, really look at your bags and boards when you get them, your modern bags and boards. Sometimes there's a little extra bag left over, and sometimes the boards don't fit in the bags. It's super tight so that when you put your comic in, it bows. I got to toss those away. I can't be giving those to my customers because it screws up the comic. It's not protecting it when it's not the right size. And it's weird. Like in 100 count
You get a
bags and
couple of,
boards,
like,
some
weird
of them
ones.
don't match. They don't match up. You got to then go look at the next set of boards to see if they match up. And then, you know, if I'm selling that to a customer, they take it home and their boards barely fit in their bags. They're just going to keep stuffing it thinking that's the right thing because I gave it to them.
Yeah.
So, I'm looking for something a lot more high quality. Let's find
So
something
quality
better out there.
control and customer service
Yeah.
both suck.
Yeah,
It was like
absolutely.
not a winning combination.
Transline is where I'm going to start getting my bags and boards from. I'm going to try them out. And all my cardboard stuff for comics is going to come from Gemini. And hey, if anybody's out there and they know a good company that makes 5,000 count boxes and, you know, just cardboard foldable boxes, I mean, it's not rocket science they're doing over there at BCW. So if you know somebody that's out there and they do wholesale, let us know. Write us out down in the comments. I'll check them out, and I'll even tell them you sent us. Hey, and if anybody wants to be sponsored and is putting out a good product, freebie. We won't charge you a dime. If you've got good stuff and we're buying it and we like it, we'll tell everybody about it. So, well, that's it for the BC Double. We're going to move on to the FOC. we're going to get going on the FOC.
BCW.
BCW.
Fuck 'em.
All right. Oh, we got 7 people watching. I think this is a record this year. This is a record. All right, we're going to go to... I don't see anything in the comments. I'm looking. There is. Why is... Am I not... Huh. Well, you're going to have to tell me because my phone is not catching up.
Jen, love you, my hostile husband. Daniel Skaggs, can't blame you. Screw them.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Thank
it,
you very
yeah.
much. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, honey, for watching and supporting your husband.
As hostile as he is.
That's hostile.
That's why,
She
that's
would
why I
know.
got some space between us. I'm afraid he's going to like elbow me later.
I can't deny it. You know, I have been known to be a little thuggish at times.
That's that Irish.
Yeah,
the Irish.
a little
Irish.
hot-headed at times, especially when you've screwed me. There's, you know, especially when I don't think I can do violence on you.
When it's justified.
Yeah, when you're pretty.
We're going to burn the BCW box
We're
later.
going to burn the BCW
and then
boxes.
put it out with urine.
Urine. All right, so let's start out the FOC. What do we got? Is it Geiger? Is the
Geiger.
first thing on the?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, Geiger number 5 is coming out. This book has been solid. Probably the best thing Jeff Johns has put out in a while that I can remember. It's been a while. He's been off in Hollywood. And...
Yeah, I know. Like we were saying, he's sort of the head. Like he was DC's version of Kevin Feige, and now he's doing stuff on Image. So is he like hurting for money?
Yeah.
Are they giving him the boot? Like what's going on?
You know, I guess I don't know. Maybe he already has this sold to somebody, which would be weird to be working in the movie division of DC and then selling your own properties.
Yeah, you would think your parent company might option it first, but yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows there's so much shakeups going on over there with them dropping Diamond.
It is. I really think that they're packaging it for not for AT&T. I'm sorry, for Apple. They've Warner Brothers and Discovery have merged. AT&T merged those two together.
Mm-hmm.
I think they sold them to Discovery for money and stock.
Yeah.
They ended up getting like 71% of the shares, plus 42 billion. Right? So yeah, not too shabby of a move on AT&T's part. Not too bad.
Yeah, it seems like the comics.
They still have controlling interests, but like don't have to do the day to day. I think.
Just collect that check.
Yeah, but it'd be perfect for Apple if you've been watching Apple television. They've been putting out a lot of original series, but they don't have any. The great thing about the comic book industry is that like they have all these pre-built fandoms, right? So if they had Warner Brothers and they could just put HBO Max on Apple television, how many subscribers they would get overnight. It'd be big for them, but we'll see. I really think that they're packaging it to sell it. Who's gonna buy it? I don't know. This whole everybody going Disney's gonna buy it. No, they're not gonna buy it. Everybody, not that they really wouldn't want it. Like there's a lot of great IP, and they would probably do better with it. But I don't want to water down their.
Yeah, I don't know. Like then you're kind of competing against yourself. With Marvel and DC. I mean, and like. It doesn't necessarily, because they've been handling the Marvel films and the TV shows really well. Like they've been doing justice to it. Like they've been, like if you're a fan, they're not insulting you, but they're also not being a slave to like the continuity. It was like they're adapting, they're taking what's good and will work in TV or movies and leaving the other stuff out. And all the stuff that I've watched so far, at least they do justice to whatever the series is. It's like if you're a fan watching it, unless you're somebody who's a little bit too much of a purist, which there's a lot of those, but as long as like the heart of whatever the story is, if you kept that in the basic gist, then that's all I can ask for.
If people wanted our history to be as true...
Oh, well, yeah. That's a whole nother story.
They're like, I want Marvel history. I want the comic to be exact. I want the movie to be exactly like the comic.
Yeah.
What about American history? No, not so much.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Not so much. Let's hide a few things. We'll put that in the background. Don't worry about that. But, Geiger has 4 covers, right?
Totally,
Yeah, let's see all 4 covers. I like this one. The first one I don't like. This one I like. I think all the rest of them I like. This one.
Is that Gary Frank doing the interiors or the one cover?
Interiors, he's doing the one cover and the interiors, and I think the covers are different guys.
That's Gary Frank.
Yeah, that's definitely Gary Frank. That's.
I mean, he's a solid artist. He really is. I've liked a lot of stuff he's done.
Jerry Ordway. Oh wow, that's a throwback, brother. Whoa, that's 80s,
old
man.
school.
That's really old school.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Paul Pelletier
Okay.
and Gary Frank.
Yeah. So, like, the other 2 artists put the star of the show on the cover that we all are like, yeah, I'm getting that one.
Yeah.
And Gary Frank was like, this is what's going on in the book, the story.
We're going to put a kid on the table. Okay.
I wonder what this is about.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for the kid on the table.
Yeah, that one, I don't know. That could go, with the rainbow in the background. What is that? That's like That's Joe Biden's Rainbow School for Young Children.
I don't know.
Secret room in Epstein's Island.
Secret room.
Sorry, yeah. Here
know.
comes the hate mail.
Yeah, but I don't get the whole why you don't want to have, you want to have exciting covers.
Well, that's what you want, especially if it's a series you're not familiar with or don't know. It was like you want to walk by the rack and go, oh, what's that?
The cover is your marketing, right? Your other marketing is these stupid YouTube shows. Like we're one of the stupid YouTube shows, and there's like 1,000 of them, and we can tell people that's a good book, and maybe somebody likes that art, and now that we told them, maybe they'll go pick it up. But if it's some guy just coming in the door and he's like, hey, I haven't read comics in a long time, what looks good? And he's not even talking to anybody, he's just going by. Yeah. Is he going to pick up this book, or is he going to pick up that book?
Yeah.
What is glowing green with a black skull? Oh my God!
Yeah, either one of those would at least make you stop and look at it. Maybe
pick it up, maybe flip through it.
Yeah.
Marketing. Take a class. Next. All right, so I originally wasn't going to order this book, but horror is just so hot right now. The Me You Love in the Dark, it's a horror book.
Oh, Scotty Young's writing it. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm only familiar with him as an artist.
No, he has written. He did I Hate Fairyland, which I didn't like, but
he wrote it.
It was popular. Yeah, he wrote it and drew it. He's written a
couple
things. Midwest. Is it Midwest?
I'm not going to show it to anybody right now, but I have a Dark Child tattoo that's
Scotty Young?
drawn off of Scotty Young. Yeah.
All right.
Because I just like women with horns.
Me too.
Yeah.
But he also wrote Midwest or Middle West. Middle West.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, he's a good writer. I mean, it's the. I actually like his writing better than I like his art. I'm not a fan of that baby art stuff, but.
Yeah, he's got a little of the. It's what do you call that? Like the hip hop kind of like art influence.
Yeah, like the little homies.
Graffiti. Yeah. Like graffiti
kind of graffiti art. Yeah, a little bit.
Graffiti art. If you smush graffiti art with like anime and gorillas, that type of stuff. Yeah, I like some of the stuff. I mean, I think it's a cool mashup of styles.
Listen, how long have I been in comics? And I didn't know Chip Zdarsky was originally an artist. Like it was his art that he was doing.
Yeah. I know him from Sex Criminals with Mac Fraction, which is an exceptional series that if you haven't bought it, it's probably all in trades now, and you should go out and buy it.
Yeah,
it's definitely adult, but very, very well. It's just a great story, very original story. It's awesome. Yeah.
So, horror title on Image, Scotty Young. I got to give it a shot. It's #1. Bring it in. Let's see what people think.
They've been doing a lot more horror books, a lot more
horror
good quality.
Horror and anthologies. A lot of anthologies. That's the new hot thing is anthologies.
Yeah,
I don't think this got a second cover. It doesn't. Let's see what else we got here.
Has horror just been selling better here in general now, too?
Horror, for my shop, has been selling way better. And I think we're getting more because it's selling better everywhere. Something's Killing the Children.
Yeah.
Ice Cream Man. Ha Ha. A lot of the Silver Coin. There's just a lot of stuff coming out now.
Anything Cullen Bunn writes.
Everything that Cullen Bunn writes. But he's been writing that for a while. But I just think, when people are scared, they love horror just gets really hot.
Yeah,
if you look at the big rises in the horror industry, it's always been there when there's been something scary out there. You need a boogeyman to scare off the boogeyman.
Yeah, to escape reality.
Yeah. Skybound X, I think this has got at least 4 covers. I'm sticking with this. I didn't really sell that well. #1. Is that the second print? No, that's not the second print. Is it? Might be.
Yeah, it is.
It's okay. It's the second print. There's only 1 cover for the second print. I am sticking with this because, for me, it's a longish term spec.
I think because, like you're saying, anthology book.
It's an anthology book. There's a lot of stories in it.
Yeah, I've been following Ultra Mega.
Ultra Mega has a new Ultra Mega story in it. It has a new, I think, 2 new Walking Dead stories are coming, and there's a new Invincible stories coming down the line. And I think these are bi-weekly. I think we're going to get them every 2 weeks. So you stay on board. I think on this cover, does that look like the guy from Stranger Things?
Oh, it does. The kid with no teeth?
The kid with no teeth?
It kind of does.
And wears the snapback trucker hat?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's... there's another Walking Dead Grimes story in it, written by Kirkman. Of course, you're getting Kirkman writing, which you haven't been getting in a while. New Walking Dead stuff. That's Manifest Destiny and Ultra Omega, another Ultra Omega story. So
it's definitely. I think it'd be worth picking up. I think
they're square bound for $4.99.
Yeah, it's a good price. You're getting a lot of content, and it's a good mixture of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always liked good anthologies, like British 2000 AD. They've been doing it for like since the 70s.
Since the 70s.
You know, they're doing it right.
Yeah.
And this is cool, I think, too, if you're a collector or a speculator. Like, it could be first appearances of somebody in one of these issues.
Hey, if you're a Star Wars collector, look back at all those magazines that you're chasing now with first appearance in those. If you're a comic book speculator and now you're running around looking for all those Marvel black and white vampire books that have all these first appearances in them, here you go. Here's another anthology.
Could potentially be worth some
potentially
money,
worth something down the road.
And if nothing else, you're probably Skybound puts out good stuff, so you're going to get quality stories too. It's not just buy it because it might be worth money. Buy it because it's worth reading, and maybe it'll be worth money.
Second print,
second print, who knows? But sometimes the variant covers.
The second prints sometimes are doing good now, but I don't know how well this was did everywhere else. For us, it didn't do so well, but. Maybe Midtown sold 500 copies. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be a slow build too.
Right.
There's once buzz builds, and everybody goes rushing to get the back issue.
Right. Let them announce a Grimes movie that has to do with this, and it'll go insane. So, what do we got next after Skybound X? Stillwater,
Zdarsky,
yeah. Another horror book. We're up to number 9. It's Chip Zdarsky writing. It's just good. It's super solid, and everything builds on everything else, right?
This one I haven't picked up, so I'm not. Familiar with it.
That's the one thing I'd have to say. It's not a knock on Chip because I love that type of storytelling.
Yeah.
But you gotta trade this. To catch up. There's no jumping on point, right?
Which I don't necessarily find to be a bad
everything
thing.
builds on everything else.
I like a continuing story.
Yeah.
I think it's, again, if it's done well and you're not dragging it out.
Well, Something That Killed the Children was exactly the same, but they had that jumping on point with the origin story. I mean, Chip could do that too, with some other kind of origin or, a prequel version, and, you could jump on there and just trade the beginning. But, yeah. We love Chip's writing, so keep it up, brother.
Did a great run on Daredevil.
Yeah. I don't think he's left either. I think he's still doing it. Yeah. I haven't heard him leaving, so I'm sure it's still going on.
I'm a little behind in my reading.
Yeah. What do we got next? Stray Dogs. All right. Here's a horror-esque.
It's a Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula
homage cover.
Yeah.
It's the 5th
one of my
printing
favorite
of number,
movies.
Yeah,
actually.
One of the 5th printings. It's the 5th printing of number 1. I can't keep this book in stock, even the later printings. Last week came out the 4th printing of number 1. So 1 through 4 all got reprints last week. They all came out. I sold out of every single one. Stray Dogs is outselling most of my Marvel and DC books.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That says something.
Yeah. People are calling us and traveling to come get this.
Wow. Oh,
so I ordered a bunch of this one, and then there's the next one.
Because it was a couple of not
so,
that one.
Yeah, no, I ordered this one because here's the deal. The blank covers, they had another blank cover for number 1, which now it's like $160 for a blank cover. Why? Wow. Because CGC is going to do a signing with the creators from Stray Dogs, and if you send in the blank cover and pay, they'll do your dog on the cover, a sketch of your dog on the cover.
See, they'll like grade it,
and then it'll grade it and signed, and you'll have it with your dog on it.
That's a cool promotional thing.
That's so really I bought a bunch of these, and if anybody's looking for one,
if I had a dog, I would do it.
I'm not upcharging this stuff. It is just going to come out. I'm going to pay the regular price for it. If you buy it the week it comes out, you'll get it for the $4. So I think I'm going to get 5 copies. If you contact me before midnight tonight and I get anybody that reserves them, I'll be adding copies to it. But other than that, that's that. So that's also a number 1. That's number 2. Then here's number 3, which is 28 days
later.
Yeah. This is number 2's 4th print, I think. I'm getting some of these. You can always message us on any one of our Facebook or Instagram or anywhere. We can get it for you.
Is this a homage cover? I don't know.
This is a homage cover. Homage, yeah.
That one I don't know, but if you say it, I'll probably be like, that's it.
The lightning in the background. I'm not familiar with that cover. What movie that's from?
Well,
if anybody knows,
yeah, let us know.
Throw it in the comments.
But I like the idea of them doing reprints like that. I think that's very cool.
Plus, you know what? If you it's making them a ton of money.
Well, yeah, and if you
marketing.
If you bought the original one, you know, I would buy the Bram Stoker or the 28 Days Later one just because the cover's kind of cool.
Dude, last week they had the Ash vs. the Evil Dead where he's coming out. You know, the movie poster where he's coming out of the ground and they're trying to drag him back in. So they have the dog doing that.
Oh, that's cool.
That's $15 already.
Really?
Came out last week.
Wow.
And it's like a 3rd print.
Wow. Yeah, well, the variant covers now seem to be very popular.
What do we got next? Okay, this one is, I don't know this cover either. It must have been someone where they were like getting somebody with piano wire or something. I don't know. Bloody piano wire there. But this is the number 4 3rd print. 4th print?
Wow.
All right.
Good for them.
I think every issue is going to a 5th print, so we'll see that. And do they have a 2nd or a 3rd print of number 5? Is that Of
course they do.
This is the 2nd print of number 5. And again, I don't know which movie this is from. It's probably a lesser known horror movie. It looks like shattered mirrors in the background, and
yeah, it'd be interesting to find out. And then feel really bad because it's probably a movie you like too.
Yeah. I probably know it. It's just not coming to me.
That's what happens when you get old.
You can't remember. What do we got after the Stray Dogs? So there's a lot of reprints for that. The Walking Dead. Now, I really haven't been bringing in the deluxe because I haven't had anybody really for it. But remember, I spoke about before. You have these customers that come in and they show up for books. The reason actually I put this on the list is because. Francine from The Walking Dead will be having a signing here at the shop in August, 2nd or 3rd week, and her name, her real name always escapes me. And it's horrible because it's not.
I can't help you there. I haven't watched the show in a long time.
Yeah, she's on like 4 seasons. She's a great person. She's so nice. Cool. It was really gracious of her to offer to come out and do a signing at my tiny little comic shop.
Dahlia Legault.
I believe her name is Migdalia or Dahlia, right? Dahlia Legault. Yeah, Dahlia Legault. I should remember my first wife's name is Migdalia, and a lot of people called her Dahlia. So, but maybe that's why I'm probably forgetting.
Trying to block it out.
Trying to block that. Someday we'll tell those stories. It won't be. I'll make another channel. That'll be a lot of fun. No, not really. Yeah. So keep an eye out on Facebook and all of our other things. Yeah, we're getting a lot of rump thunder going on here. So what do we got after Walking Dead? This is Dark Horse's The Golem Walks Among Us, Mignola. Yeah. So he's been really quietly putting out a ton of his world, expanding his world.
Yeah.
more and more, and bringing back some stuff that he had done before. I believe this is all in the Hellboy universe, but like not direct. They don't have like direct connection to him. I don't think.
Joe the Golem. Yeah, he was in BPRD for a while.
Yeah, Joe Gollum, the occult detective, right?
No, that's a different one. That's I don't remember what it is. Oh, maybe this is that. Yeah, maybe this is that.
Yeah.
This is like his origin or something.
But I think this, so this might be an earlier piece. But listen, I got people that buy everything that Mignola puts out, so I
most of his stuff is quality. You know?
Yeah, it's always a good story. If you like his art style, you'll always love it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was like it's very stylistic.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Yeah. I enjoy it.
Old school. Yeah, I do too. I think it works with the story too.
Yeah.
You know, it's not realistic. It's more comic fantasy, a little abstract, but definitely good.
Yeah. What do we got after Gollum? This is the connecting covers. These really cool connecting covers for all of his series. Imogene came out last week. Imogen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
they have Joe Gollum there on the side there with the trench coat.
The trench coat. So.
Well, I like the connecting covers. That's a
I
cool
do
thing,
too. Yeah.
Put them all together and hang them on your wall.
It's another thing that people then chase. Like somebody comes in, they buy this one, they're like, "Oh, this is really cool. Where's the other connecting covers? Oh, here are my back bin. Here you go. Here's all 4 connecting covers. You can get it all at once." Or you can bundle them together after you're done. Like if you have any leftovers, you can put them all together and then you can sell them as a lot. It's nice for comic shops, right? Gives us the opportunity to market it in different ways. We mentioned marketing again. Huh.
Yeah. What do you know? It's a theme running through the whole show today.
Theme.
But Dark Horse, this is probably the best stuff they've been putting out because their output hasn't been the greatest. Like
Look,
at least to
me, lost
me.
everything to Disney.
Well,
right?
Yeah.
They had all the Star Wars, which they were killing it when they were doing the Star Wars.
Yeah. In Marvel's defense, though, they're doing justice to Star Wars.
Yes, they are.
They are. I'm enjoying those series.
But they had Aliens and Predator, and now they
lost that. Yeah.
Right? They don't have.
Which again, Marvel's doing a good job with the Aliens series.
I don't know what they have in as far as licenses right now.
Yeah, I don't know if they have anything.
They're having to go.
Maybe they'll bring back barbed wire. Hopefully not.
The comic wasn't terrible.
I never read the comic. The movie was bad. I mean, there's only so long you can stare at Pamela Anderson's boobs before you get bored.
Really?
Ask Tommy Lee.
True that. All right, what do we got? We went from the Gollum to Pamela Anderson's boobs.
Dark Horse, there's a connection.
There is a connection. We're not too far
Our
off.
Tangents aren't that crazy yet, but it's still early.
What do we got next? Oh yeah, this is from IDW. We got this is
from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
Casey Jones.
This is a one-shot.
The Sport Ninja.
The Sports Ninja, yeah.
Which is always, I have to say, he was always one of my favorite characters in the original series.
He's the only human.
Well, yeah, but I always liked him.
Other than April. But I was a little bit too old to be attracted to the cartoon, so.
Yeah, well, the cartoon was watered down. The original Eastman Layard series is nothing like the cartoon.
Yeah, I love that art though. Going back, you know what? I wasn't a fan back then. I was too young. Although I was, 18 or 19 years old when it came out. I just wasn't a fan. I thought it was too busy, and which I do like some busy art. But now that I gotten older and I'm looking back, man, Eastman and Laird together is really freaking great.
They put out some good books. The original run of that series is great. I mean, I haven't read it in years and years, but the original.
They should have done blacklight posters at some point of their original stuff. Yeah. I would love to see that. Yeah, so that's my Teenage Mutant Ninja fans are gonna love this. Bring it in. They're gonna pick it up off the shelf when they can, when they want it. It's a one shot, so I don't have to worry about continuing on. So, what do we got after Casey Jones? We're right into Marvel. Avengers. We get Avengers comes out. It's not anything really too exciting happening that I know of.
World War She-Hulk.
Yeah, they're World War Hulk, and now we have World War She-Hulk.
Yeah, sometimes the House of Ideas stumble.
the House of replaying
the house of old
ideas.
Yeah.
The House of old ideas
And Jason Aaron, I've always liked his independent work better than I've liked the stuff he did with Marvel. You know, that's
I really liked his Thor run.
I
thought his Thor one was really good. But I agree. His independent stuff is really good.
It's much better.
I think he's a little stifled, but like this is a regular paycheck, you know.
Well, yeah, you gotta work within the parameters of work for hire.
It's so tough to keep an independent book going past 8 issues. It's crazy hard, you know. That's why everybody was so excited when Spawn made 300. Todd kind of made it a thing that he was breaking 300, and then when people really like. It kind of was artificial marketing, but when you really looked at it, it really wasn't.
No, it was, and when they rebooted it, kind of.
I think they re-energized it for
sure.
Yeah,
they really did. They did a good job. I mean, to be able to do that after 300 issues, and actually, like I haven't read it since like issue 50, so
yeah. Well,
I actually came back to it and was like, whoa, this is that, just to see, okay, because a lot of times it's new, it's better, it's different, it's this and that, and then you read it and you're like, it's the same crap I read for 5 years, you know, and this is not the case.
That's not the case. It is really good. And the other thing is that they went from sub 20,000s in like the low, the high 180s. Through the early 200s to now they're back over 100,000. You know, they're one of the top 5 comics every month.
Well, you kind of see where the core readership was. It was like that was the hardcore Spawn fans, or those people who stuck around the whole time, which I'm not that kind of a fan. You know what I mean?
No, you really gotta serve me up.
If I start getting bored of something, I usually drop it. I'll stick in there for a little while because you're gonna go through bumps, especially an ongoing series. It was like to come up with original cool ideas month after month after month. It's not easy, you know. So, but that's also it's at $4, sometimes $5 a pop.
Yeah. And now that he's kept it at $3.99, he's up to the cover. They're just doing great things over there.
I mean, he's always been a great businessman too.
Yeah.
He's very business savvy.
Right.
And I don't think he never insults his fans or does too much where like it feels like he's milking you for money. 500 variant covers of the same book or shit like that.
Yeah, for whatever reason my thing crashed and I wasn't getting. Maybe the internet went down in here. I don't know. At least we still have our feed.
It seems with the She-Hulk thing, I guess they're trying to gear up because now they got the live action series. Coming up, so I'm curious to see.
I'm excited because I love that actress. I think she was great on Black. What was the name of that show? Where she played all the she was all the cloned girls. It wasn't Black Orchid. It was Black something.
I know what you mean, but I can't remember.
It was she's a British actress anyway, so
it'd be interesting to see how they approach it. If they're gonna do like the is it Peter David that was writing it? Were they doing more like a court procedural with superheroes?
That's what it's supposed to be.
I think it could be if they do it right, it'd be a lot of fun. Yeah.
So go look for those that run, the Peter David run, because you're gonna see a lot of the court procedural stuff. So, all right, let's move on from Avengers.
Deadpool.
Yeah, you know.
It's Deadpool.
It's Deadpool. You buy it, you put it on the shelf, and you turn around, they're all gone. I don't get a lot of them, but like it sells. There's always a Deadpool fan. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. It's their new black, white, and blood.
White and blood.
Yeah. So they've done black, white, and red Wolverine and Carnage, and so more of the House of Ideas.
Yeah, because that's never been done before.
By themselves, that they did themselves. They're copying themselves. It's crazy. All right, what do we got next? Extreme Carnage. Is this? This is not the first issue, is it? It is. Okay. All right. So I think this is, I guess, a new series of the Extreme Carnage. They had Extreme Carnage did come out before. This ships August 4th. So, great cover.
Yeah, it's an excellent cover.
So
I'm not really big into
it's a scan
symbiotes and all that stuff.
It's a scan. If you know that guy, he's
Oh, he's a great artist.
Yeah.
So just like I never got into all the symbiote things.
The symbiote stuff?
The King in Black thing still irritates me.
Right.
Sue them, Moorcock. Sue them.
Well, they like. It's sort of like when they had the Shri, right, or the Kree and the like. It's a whole group that everybody can be fighting against. You can put them in all the right. But instead of reusing them, which would have been interesting, they just invented a whole nother group of aliens that they have to fight. And they're symbiotes. They're just kind of hive mind. Where have we seen that before?
Yeah.
In the House of Ideas.
The Brood, who's a rip off of the Alien.
Yeah.
Sorry, Marvel, but it's true. Even though that was Chris Claremont writing that.
Yeah. Who we love, Chris.
Yes.
Man. We love
Best
him, man.
X-Men writer ever, bar none.
Ever. All right, we're done trashing that Marvel. What's the next one? It's trash. Lasher, right? This is Extreme Carnage. This is the Lasher cover variant.
So that's another symbiote guy?
It's the same book. It's just,
different cover.
Different cover. Witness the birth of a new symbiote.
That's what we need, more symbiotes.
Well, yeah, and I have to get it because then this may be the next one in the next Venom movie. Who knows?
Well, from a business standpoint, that's good. As a reader?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Some guys get everything. I like this cover actually the best out of them.
Yeah, that's
just
cool.
says Lasher on them. It's a cool cover. This would make me pull it off. Looks like they're going to have him as, I don't know if this is like he's going to be green, but I think that would be cool.
Probably.
To start giving them some color variation. What do we got next? After Lasher, I think that's the last Lasher cover. Yep. Guardians of the Galaxy Annual #1. Get a couple of these. You know, I'm a Guardian of the Galaxy fans that come out and pick up their book. They really haven't been doing anything with the Guardians as far as
I haven't read them in a while. I thought when they brought in Angela from Spawn, that was cool, but after that, I don't know. It kind of lost me. When Dan Abnett was writing it, when they, like we always go back to that original run there where they did the crossovers and stuff. Well, it was actually well done.
I think part of it's what they allow them to do. Al Ewing is writing this.
Yeah,
it's like Immortal Hulk was amazing.
Yeah.
This is. Oh, what's going on? Oh yeah, okay.
Maybe it's a slow build.
Maybe. And it's an annual though too. Is like I've never been a fan of annuals, so.
Yeah, basically you're just gonna get one long.
It's a one-off story that kind of doesn't fit, and then like sometimes they jam a new character in there if the book has been slow, but like if nobody's been buying the book, then nobody buys the annual.
Yeah,
so.
No, that's true because it's more expensive.
Right, it's usually more expensive.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They've lost me over the years, so I haven't really kept up on them. And I love the original team. I don't even know if the team's the same. They changed it around quite a bit.
All right. What do we got next after Guardians? Hellions. I have a couple of people that read this, but nobody coming to me going, oh man, have you been reading Hellions? Like, look, as a comic book store owner, if you're into comic books at all, that's what you want to hear. You want to hear somebody come in super excited and asking you, have you read this?
Yeah.
That's when you know it's good.
Yeah.
If nobody ever goes, hey, have you been reading? That book's no good. Start from scratch. Change it up, fix it up.
Yeah, I just like when they originally started, when they revamped the X-Men again, I thought it had a good premise, but it just seemed like
some Hickman greatness.
Oh well, yeah, Hickman's a great writer, man. East to West, that's a great freaking series he did. Just wrapped up not too long ago, but I don't know. It just seemed like they lost steam, and then they got too obsessed with doing 20 different X books instead of maybe like keep a couple of core books and don't try
all the extra books didn't make any sense with the other books. That's the problem.
There was no real continuity or cohesiveness in the universe, and I haven't.
They just rebooted X-Men again. It's X-Men 1 again.
Yeah, so here we go again. Everything old is new.
Yes. Next, Immortal Hulk. You gotta keep up with this. This is still Al Ewing. This is, I don't know, is this the last Al Ewing? Abandon Hope, all ye who would enter here is kind of like the catch title for it. Another amazing cover, Alex Ross. It's just, this has been such an epic run.
Yeah, he's been doing consistently alley-ooing like we were saying. But.
This is over 3 years now. We're at issue 49. We're into 4 years. 4 years of just a solid book, beginning to end.
Because that's like I don't want to seem like we Marvel bash all the time. Because when they do good stuff, they do good stuff.
They do really good stuff.
But you got to call them out on the garbage too.
Yep.
You know, and this is one of the good books.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get a pass just because it's the Hulk or it's the Guardians. I'm not going to buy it. It was give me a good story and I'll be there and I'll stay with it.
This is an amazing story. Like there are people who, like have had complaints about certain issues, and I'm like, it's set up. You can't like. You need setup, or when the payoff comes out, you like if you didn't have the setup, you'd be like, oh, what's okay? So what?
It's not as dramatic,
right?
It isn't. And again, an ongoing series. Every once in a while, you're going to have that slower issue that it's not all action and everything's.
These guys are professional writers. They know how to craft a story. It's not always a great story. This has been a great story.
Yeah, it really.
So you just kind of stick around, wait for it to happen. You'll enjoy it. Trust us. All right, what do we got after Immortal Hulk? This is the homage cover from the McFarlane but the Hulk was gray.
That's a Joe Bennett cover. Too.
Yeah, it's Joe Bennett doing it, but it's the, I want to say 318.
You got me.
Yeah,
it definitely.
And it's not as good with numbers as it used to be, but it is in that McFarlane run. It's the first time McFarlane drew Gray Hulk or whatever. It's got like that, but it's just an iconic. It's a great cover. All right, what do we got next? Oh, this is the In-Hawk Lee. I think that's. It looks like Cho. It doesn't look like regular Hulk. It looks like Amadeus Cho.
That's that's got to be.
It is just like he did these portrait covers for all of them. Right, for all the books this month. This is the only one I'm getting. It's amazing. The other ones are kind of boring. Just the detail on this is fantastic. I spent a lot of time modeling for this, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Working on that six-pack.
Figured I'd bring it in. Why do you want somebody with a six-pack? I've got a keg.
That's a 12-pack. Double your pleasure.
What do you got next? Silk number 5. It's a short run. Why they keep doing this with Silk and rebooting her, I don't know. I thought this was a pretty good series. It seemed like it could have been ongoing. Good art. Not a bad story, but like when you're trying to shove a story in 5 issues, right? Yeah. You're really strained. But it doesn't feel that way. That's why I like it. Not the perfect themes for me, but like I think that the storytelling was had a lot of merit. So, what do we got? We got the B cover, which I really like.
Yeah, that's good artwork.
Yeah, and it's like she's the whole cover, so like those are always good, and in action instead of just standing there. Savage Avengers.
Oh, now this is a series I never understood. I didn't pick it up because originally it had Conan in the Avengers. Okay, now that makes no sense to me right out of the gate. It was like Conan's in the Avengers. It was like, okay, there's a whole lot of questions I have, and I'm absolutely not interested in learning any of the answers to them.
Well, there's a lot of time travel in the Marvel universe now.
But it was like. Yeah.
When they spent so many years making fun of DC and all their time travel,
and they did it way better.
Yeah.
I don't like I said I don't even know if Conan's still in it. Maybe that's why it's still okay. So it's still Savage and it's still Conan. Okay. Yep. So as Red Sonja came in there, and her and Mary Jane are swapping red-headed hair tips. Like what's?
Not yet, but I'm sure near the time the movie comes, then that will be she'll appear when the Red Sonja movie's coming out.
Is there a Sony movie coming out?
Yeah, they're working on it.
Okay, that could be good or bad.
Yeah, well, I think it'll be good in this day and age. We'll see.
We can only hope.
As long as it doesn't get too woke. What do we got next? Sinister War, number 2. Yeah. Spider-Man. This is number 1 was
Brian Hitch cover.
Is out, I think, this coming week.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think it comes out this week. Yeah.
It looks really good. My guess is it has something to do with the Sinister Six. So
imagine. I've always thought with Marvel characters, Spider-Man has the best rogues gallery.
Oh,
like I think
100%.
for DC, Batman has the best rogues. Spider-Man is right up there though.
Yeah.
He has one of the best rogues gallery.
Well, that's the two. That's the like for each company. Those are the people that have the best.
Yeah.
You know,
without a doubt.
and when you have the, you know, you're always the most popular character when you have the best villains.
Yeah.
It's like a movie.
Because their villains are interesting and not one-dimensional. There's all good motivation between Sandman, Vulture.
Right.
You know, why
That's the
they're villains.
failure I feel on all DC movies. We don't get the motivation of the villains.
Yeah.
And then they make them these ultra powerful beings that get beat in 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's other like even like the Zack Snyder Justice League. I liked it. I thought
Way
it was
better.
good.
Yeah, me too.
But again, like it was cool. They developed a lot of the hero characters really well, better than they did in the theatrical release. But again, it was like the villains. More, I destroyed the world. You die. It was like, oh, okay, I've seen that 100 times, and you know, it was like I didn't want to watch a sci-fi channel.
Why do you want to destroy the world? What's just cause?
Because that's what. Because I'm evil.
That's what I do.
I do.
That's my thing. What's your thing?
Yeah.
My thing is destroying worlds.
I just destroy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the build-up of Thanos, and then like he has such great monologues about world and seeing his world go down for hunger because they couldn't have enough resources for the amount of people. And
I would love to see them keep going with Schneider's vision because he gets a lot of crap, you know, for making everything dark. And there's some stuff he's done that I totally don't agree with and like. But I think the Justice League, like his vision was cool. I think cool. Could it have been better? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was originally supposed to be a trilogy.
Yeah.
So that movie was 4-hour setup.
Right.
Which I mean, like I'd love to see more. Like that's the whole thing. I want to see more Darkseid.
Yep.
You know, like I want he's a great character. You know, and his back and forth with Superman. You know, with him and Superman, it's more, you know, physical, and him and Batman, it's more a mental game. You know,
yep.
which I always thought was cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, Sinister War. I'm actually I don't read a lot of Spider-Man, but I'm kind of interested in, you know, so it's a mini series, so I don't have to follow it forever.
Right.
And it's got all the best Spider-Man villains you could probably ask for in one book.
I'm on board, but like we've talked about before, is as you see, #1 hasn't come out yet.
Yes.
So I don't know what the response is going to be. So I don't know how to order #2, because if I bring in 4 Sinister War #1s and I sell 1, if I've already ordered 4 of #2, I'm going to be stuck with 3 #2s, which are way harder to get rid of than #1s.
Yeah.
So if I only sell 1 of the #1s, I'm only going to bring in 2 of the #2s. Man, it would be great if they just pushed that 1 week, just to let us judge. I mean, come on, this is business. It's simple. We need data, right? Businesses run on all this data mining, and you know, if they don't have it, it's tough. All right, what do we got next? That's enough. Wow, that's a big tangent on that one too. Star Wars Bounty Hunters 15. This has been a great series.
Yeah, like we said, Marvel's been knocking out of the park with Star Wars. All the Dr. Aphra, all the bounty, you know,
the Bounty Hunter War is
awesome.
Just killer.
And it fits in with Star Wars continuity, which is cool. You get all these cool in between the movie stories, which I really like. It fills in a lot.
There's
of
a lot of new characters in these stories. There's a lot of flushed out characters in these stories, like where you would have seen them once before, like as a background character, and they name them, and that's their first appearance. But now you're getting to see them, you know, interact with other people.
Yeah,
and
they're really developing the characters.
What's their motives? Yeah, the character development is.
Yeah,
is
I mean,
really good.
If you're a Star Wars fan and you haven't been picking up the Marvel ones, you really are missing out.
Oh, we have a comment here. 328, just got it from you. Oh, yeah. So that's the Comic Council. He's a new follower. We follow him over on his channel. If you search Comic Council on YouTube, you'll find he goes around to comic shops all around the East Coast and interviews the owners and shows you what kind of they have as far as backstock and their new stuff and toys and all that. Really cool channel. And really great meeting him, a new friend. Thanks for jumping in there, brother. But what do we got? What after this? The Bounty Hunters again. Make sure you're picking that up. All right. This is the Bounty Hunters 4. This is the Lom Zuckus #1.
4 LOM.
Yeah.
And Zuckass, who I always thought had the most unfortunate name of anyone in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, so we just were hitting on this, is that we're getting to see people we've seen before, but really didn't.
You kind of background characters,
right,
yeah,
right.
That you really didn't, they were. I don't know if I can't even say his name. If Zuckass was in it, I think he was like a background character. Maybe when in Empire Strikes Back, when Darth Vader was talking to all the bounty hunters, he might be in the background. I don't remember, but it is. They're all little one-off characters you may have saw for like 30 seconds of screen time, which is cool. That's one thing I really like about the War of the Bounty Hunters storyline, is that you're getting to see all those weird one-off bounty hunter guys, seeing what they're all about, and getting to experience them more, get their backstories and stuff like that. And I think it's very cool. It's a great idea.
Yeah. One of my favorite Marvel books in the last 5 years was when they followed the guy from Hydra that was in the Deadpool book.
Oh, his roommate. I can't remember the guy's name. I know what you're talking about.
But like now he's married and has a kid, and it goes through the whole, like, he has the stress at work where he's trying to get a promotion, and there's really nothing superhero-y that happens in it. It's funny.
It's not easy working for an international terrorist organization and balancing a family.
Oh, man, and it's good. Like, would I like to see a 30 issue? No, but like as a nice short.
Sure, yeah, you could do some
as a diversion, yeah,
sure.
And that's what, like, this stuff. I'm really hot for this stuff, for these characters that we didn't know anything about. Now we're gonna find out about them. And listen, this just leaves fodder for Disney forever.
Yeah.
Like, they could do a 6 Disney Plus show
and have like
anthology thing. 5. Yeah, each show is a single bounty hunter.
I think Dark Horse did like a Tales of the Bounty Hunters.
Bounty Hunters, yeah.
Which that would be a great TV show. I'd watch that.
100%.
Every week you got a new
different bounty hunter on one of their experiences, and you could do years of that, because like each one then could have one every year.
Yeah.
And if they're under some kind of mask, it doesn't even have to be the same actor.
Well, yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter.
I don't know.
You could do it animated.
I don't know who's
Bad
jumping.
Batch. I'm loving Bad Batch.
Oh yeah, it's a great series. They've been doing justice to the Star Wars TV and animated. Yeah. The movies I'm not going to talk about, but the everything else, the TV shows have been great. The Bad Batch has been excellent. I like that time period, like seeing the transition from the Republic to where, and seeing the changes in the universe and how the characters how
fast they had to put the Iron Fist down.
Yeah, and what's cool, the Friday's episode, it had Hera from Rebels as a kid, so you're seeing characters you've seen in other stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, which is cool. I mean,
very cool, man.
It's great because at first I was like, oh yeah, okay. My son loves that show, so I mean, it's one of the few things my 13-year-old will actually sit and watch with me. So it was like it's.
Dad, you're a nerd.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's the only thing he likes is like Star Wars that I like. Everything else, it's boring.
I was just checking something out. I got this old. It's called Comic Reader. It was a fanzine, sort of from a shop. That would have here's what's coming out, and it had
I grabbed a few of those from
ads.
One time.
Yeah.
There you have a few
here. I found one that has all these Star Wars comic strips. Some newspaper must have done, and there's a character that only appeared in the comic strip. Huh. Have you ever heard of the character Mistra?
No.
So Mistra was a female bounty hunter who had a helmet so she couldn't miss. She had these. Wrist firing guns.
Missiles.
Yeah. So
Maybe we'll see her in one
Yeah,
of the bounty hunters. That'd be interesting.
Mistra, and those were only, I think, reprinted in that stupid little comic reader magazine. So when I went to look her up, I wanted to find her first appearance because, like, so that's
could be hidden gold.
Yeah,
You never know.
I got to get that graded now.
Yeah, but
I want $1 million.
Pick up the Star Wars series if you're even marginally interested in Star Wars, because it's really, really well
really
done.
good.
It's great.
Yeah, this is great.
Everything they're doing, and I
The
say
Bounty
that
Hunter
very
series,
rarely.
yeah, and I think maybe 2 of the books have popped a little bit, so you can still go back and get the entire series for.
And they're I think they're all in trades too. So
they'll be all.
You
Yeah,
can
they're
catch up
definitely
with
all in
of them.
trades.
All of the
for
Darth
sure.
Vader series, they're all worth picking up if you're.
The
a fan.
art's really good. If you see all these covers, the art's really good on them. What do we got next? We're only on the S's for Marvel. I don't think I did everything though. I don't think I showed everything.
I'm still interested to see if there's going to be a suck-ass spin-off.
Oh, I love that. So Web of Spider-Man, this was like for kids. They kind of made it as like a little kids, which they had been for young readers, but IDW had been doing all that stuff for them. So they came out with this series, and #1 blew up like crazy because it's got the first comic appearance of the kid from the Iron Man. That when he goes to the kid's garage.
Oh, the Iron Heart or whatever.
No, not Riri Williams.
I haven't been. I haven't read those.
He's not in the comics. He's only in the movies.
Yeah,
he's
I
the
know.
kid that shows up at the Iron Man's death. He's the tall kid. He was the little kid in like Iron Man 2.
Yeah, I remember. He was like rebuilding his armor in his tool shed or something.
Yeah. So that's his first appearance in comics was Web of Spider-Man #1.
Oh.
But I bring these in for the kids because I want to get kids reading comics, man.
I like to see when companies try to cater to younger audiences because that's how you're going to grow it, and
At some point, I'm going to be dead.
Yeah. Years from
Could
now,
be tomorrow.
we're pushing up daisies
old.
there. Hopefully, somebody else will be reading comics.
Yeah. What do we got next? We got X-Men #2. Now, this is one that I don't know why they pushed it, but X-Men #1 came out this week. So, this is one that #2 is trailing a week. So,
I like the cover artwork, but
it sold okay. Nobody was jumping all over it. I love the cover artwork.
I think because of what happened with the last reboot,
the ninth
kind of
reboot.
It started off great, and then it was like, whoa, fumble, and I don't think they've really recovered. And it's
gold, blue, red.
Yeah.
Powers of X, House of X.
Too many X's.
Boy, do I have too many X's. What's next? Elvira meets Vincent Price. This is David Avalone, who, I gotta be honest, I hadn't been reading any of his books. I don't read a lot of Dynamite, but a friend of the shows and of ours, Rylan Grant, invited me on his YouTube show, which is Writer's Block on Comic Core. We had a great conversation. I found him very funny, so I was like, hey, I really liked the guy. Let me read, I liked his comic ability, the way his delivery and stuff. I'm like, let me see if this, shows through in his comics. And, I've been missing out. So I'm jumping all over this. Elvira meets Vincent Price. The jokes he writes for Elvira in some of the earlier stuff, great stuff, man. And it's hard to make me laugh while reading.
Yeah.
Right? I'm more of a watching a movie laugh guy than read a joke and thinks it's funny. But yes, great one-liners. Really true to the people he puts in his books. He does a lot of research on them, or if he doesn't, boy, it really seems like he does. Kudos to Dave there. Vincent Price, Elvira meets Vincent Price. I think, and there's a lot of covers for this. I'm getting 4 different covers just because I love them all. They have some Virgin variants, which are $50 a piece. They will not be available here. I love that one as Vincent Price as a ghost. And
it's a photograph cover,
yeah.
Cassandra Peterson.
Yeah.
Who still looks amazing.
And still funny as ever.
She's great.
And that's the thing is that, she's not writing it, so like he's able to really capture her comedic presence. I was very impressed. So this is one we had been missing out on for a long time. Here's a jumping on point for a new book, a new series, Elvira Meets Vincent Price. And now Basilisk number 3.
Colin Bunn.
Colin Bunn. Number 1 sold really slow for me. It didn't sell out till the second one came out. Now I can't get them in, and now I'm out of them. So it took a little bit for people to discover it. It has a lot of themes of stuff that like other themes of other books that are out recently. Yeah. These guys come out with this, like sometimes I complain is like, wow, that's really close to this other book. These guys are coming up with these ideas way long before they come out, like over a year before they're out. And
that's the thing.
Yes, I am getting old, and you want all the covers. Absolutely. All the covers of Elvira is always a good idea. That means I'll order an extra set of copies tonight.
Is there also a blank cover one of it? Like a one with just those 4?
Yeah, the other ones are Virgin variants, and they're all $50 a piece because they're limited to like 250 or something like that.
And there's one like blank white sketch cover.
There is a blank white sketch cover. I don't usually get those, just because I know a lot more authors than I know artists, so usually have them when you shop if you have an artist that will be coming in and doing drawings and sketches for people and stuff. So, but Basilisk, good book, really good book.
Colin Bunn doesn't disappoint.
Yeah,
he's a good writer.
I'm surprised it took so long for somebody to come up with Basilisk as a character.
Yeah. Well, he did it.
Magic the Gathering, We Are Restored. It sells a ton of Magic the Gathering. I cannot get my Magic the Gathering people into comics. There's just a handful of them. It's not even a handful. It's like 3. So we do bring that book in for them. But listen, I mean, even if you're not into Magic, but if you are into Magic, you should be reading these. They're good. Really good storytelling, really good art. A lot of the lore, if you play the game, it's a lot of the lore in it. But if you're into lore, like any kind of mythology, this is the mythology of Magic, the Gathering. So, you know, if you want to read, if you're tired of reading Norse mythology and all the other mythologies, here's an entirely new mythology that's been created.
Yeah, it's original.
All original. It's very cool concepts. It's a good book, and it's from Boom. So they're like, you know, it's always quality when you're getting it from Boom. So, and then I'm getting of course, the hidden Planeswalker variant because they're just really, really cool drawings. Buffy, I always bring in Buffy. That's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Firefly, and
it has its core audience.
It has its core audience that show up and get it whenever they want to get it. Yeah. Wind, I had been off of this book for a bit. I stuck with it through 5. It still doesn't sell well for me, but I couldn't pass on this cover.
No, the cover's great, and I didn't realize that James Tynion is actually writing it. Who's done Something's Killing the Children.
Something's Killing the Children, Department of
Department of Truth. He's been knocking them out of the
park.
Mimemic.
Look, people are going back and now finding Mimemic.
Oh.
He's been doing
he's
Batman.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, he's doing a horror anthology magazine too.
Razor
Blades, which I haven't had a chance to pick up.
It's hard to get.
It's very limited.
I recently won an eBay auction to get all 4 of them, so I have an extra copy of 3 and 4.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, I'll buy them from you.
Deal's being done.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. But I just love this cover. It has another cover, which is not as interesting.
Because it doesn't seem like it's a horror book. I haven't picked it up, so...
It isn't. It isn't. It is a...
deals with fairies and the fae and that kind of thing.
It deals with... I can't really think in my head another way to say it. Kind of racism, right? So not only are fae kids... The fae are passata non grata. They're not allowed to be in towns and stuff like that, and the one kid is, and his adopted, I guess, mother is hiding him, and he can't understand why he can't like be around other, like she keeps him, like he gets to make short appearances out in public, but like he's not allowed to kind of hang out with other people and stuff like that. And I don't know where it's at now, but that was like the first 3 issues. We're dealing with that, and you know, it is a very poignant for the times book.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe that's why. I mean, I think it'll be probably read bigger 5 or 10 years from now, when people can read it. Sometimes people are too in it right now.
Well, a lot of his books too don't do great right out of the gate. You know, like it takes a time for the story to build, and because I mean, Something is Killing Children, I didn't jump on till almost the issue like 13 or something, and everybody was telling me how good it was, so I went out and bought the trade. I was like, oh, I was sleeping on this.
Yeah.
But,
Department of
Nice
Truth
House by the Lake's been really good.
Yeah,
Department of Truth is that's probably my favorite one out of what he's doing. I love the subject matter. It's got like the X-Files feel to it, but with a whole weird, strange twist to it, and the nature of reality. It's an awesome book.
Yeah, I love the whole concept of that. Whatever we say is real is real.
Yeah,
it brings it into reality.
Yeah. That's the basic premise of it, and that's what the Department of Truth is trying to stop that from happening. Very
All right,
cool.
what do we got next? God Killer Tomorrow Ash. We just talked about. This is the second print. Let your kids out of the room if they're in the room. This is just a cartoon drawing. It's a comic book.
There's tape.
There's tape over it. It's fine. I'm just making that as a joke, but
just put a male nipple over it. It'll be fine.
it's a really, the art's really good. I guess Ken, you had something about the
the original
movie, right?
The original series. They actually made an animated film out of it. Lance Hendrickson does one of the voices. It's more Flash animation, and it's based on the original graphic novel, which I believe Ben Templesmith drew, and it's actually his artwork animated.
Right.
But it's
and what
really
is it called?
it's called
God
it's just called God Killer.
God Killer. Yeah.
This is kind of like the sequel to that, I imagine.
Yeah.
I just picked up number 1. I haven't read it yet, but I am looking forward to reading it because I thought the movie was great and the comic's great. Very original. Definitely a little more adult orientated. Weaponized orgasms and things like that are in the book. So
nice.
Yeah. I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but there's an interesting talking point right there.
Black Mask puts out a lot of controversial stuff. That's kind of their gig, but it's good. If
different.
It was just garbage, I would be like, hey,
They're
just to be controversial, but they like.
No, there's substance definitely to what they're doing.
Yeah. Not all of their books, not all the books, but like you can go all the way back to 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank. Like nobody would have gave that guy a shot for that book, and it took off, and
it was a good book.
It was a good book. It was a really good book. What do we got next? Citizen. This is another company I almost never ever get any of their books, except for when David Pepos was on this and Ryland Grant was on it. But this book sounded interesting. The Citizen, it's like he's the only one that doesn't have power. He's kind of like a reporter. And there's a lot of powered people, and he's just kind of sick of it all. And we'll see. So it's non-powered human in a city full of
superheroes,
combined heroes with villains. So I want to try it out. So it's a number 1. Who knows? We'll see. Action Lab has a lot of that, like zombie tramp and stuff, and for me, like. Yeah, this is Oni Press. This is Invader Zim. It's a one-shot horror shot. Everybody knows Johnny the Homicidal Maniac and Squee and the cartoon Invader Zim. He has a good following. So Mr. Vasquez, bring his book in and, try it out. It's a one-shot, so like how bad can I get hurt, The worst thing that make me cry is that I sell out it on day 1 and I didn't order enough. But, that's the way it goes. I got 2 of each, I think. 2 of each of the one-shots. Porcelain, this is on Ablaze. I'm thinking about trying this out. I actually don't have it ordered. it's weird. The previews guide, previews world for everybody that doesn't own a comic shop.
Mm-hmm.
It has more pictures. It's better presented than the people who are actually ordering the books to sell.
Oh, really?
I do not have a cover on, like, you can't see the covers on the Diamond website. And I don't even know if this is on FOC, because some independents aren't. I will check tonight before midnight, so we'll see.
Yeah,
if it is, I'm going to try it.
Doing interesting, more
Yes.
licensed stuff. They're doing the Sumerian, which it's basically the original Conan,
right?
By Robert E. Howard, adapted into comic form. Little different than the Marvel versions. They stick a little truer to it, and they're doing the Captain Harlock series, which is based on like late 70s.
Yep.
Japanese anime.
I like some of the stuff they've been doing for a while now, and some of it's just straight up cover buys. Not this particular one, but Ablaze has had some really hot covers, man.
Yeah, I would check this out
covers.
just on the strength of what I've read from them so far.
Right.
You know, it seems, I mean, it's only been like the 2 books that I've been reading, but they're both quality books. So
I don't know if this is a horror book. I thought it had a horror feel. So I just saw it today when I was setting up for the FOC. So
well, skeletons and stuff.
Maria Lovitz, she's a decent writer too. So I think there's a couple of covers I might have picked to see which one I liked, so I could be looking at them in a larger size. I kind of like this cat cover with the skulls behind it. I think it's kind of cool. Do I have another one? No. There was like 4 covers, but I think I picked the 2 that I kind of liked. What do we got next? Oh, AWA, right? This is 100% cover buys for me. I mean, yes, some of the books were good writing and stuff, but they don't stick around. 4 issues, 3 issues, reissues, new issues, different, they restart them up again. I don't have a lot of buyers for them, but the 2 cover artists. So this is Roz, and then this is Mike Diodato. I'm sorry, Mike Diodato, and Roz covers. So I have collectors of both those people.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm going to bring them in just on the strength of their covers.
Diodato, he's a really good artist. I'm familiar with his work.
And I don't know if if this seems like it's a sci-fi book, which I'm a fan, sci-fi and post-apocalyptic, so I'll give it a read. If it's good, I'll let you know. But most of the AWA books I have not been... Resistance was okay. It was good. I mean, it was Straczynski.
Oh,
so,
I didn't read
and then
it.
Year 1 was good. The first 3 were good, and then, but it's not holding customers' attentions, and I got to sell books, so... Out of Body on Aftershock. I've got people reading it, so I'm bringing it in. This is not the OBE book, which was Out of Body Experience, I think, or something like that, which was on, I forget the imprint that was on, but there was another.
This is Peter Milligan. So,
yeah,
he's a good shade-changing man. He's done some really good stuff. Definitely has a wild imagination.
Yeah, and I think that's what's drawing people into this book, because it's a little bit out there. So, all right. Star Wars Insider Magazine. I just started getting these back in. I didn't sell the Mandalorian ones that I got, but I'm gonna get this one too. I love the freaking cover on this. I can't help it. Last month's was a Mandalorian cover with him holding the Baby Yoda. I'm still going to call it that because I don't like the name they gave it. Uru or Ugu or...
Gorgu.
Gorgu, that's it. Gorgu.
Yeah.
Grogu. Yeah. How close to Groot do you have to be? Grogu. All right. So, but that's a really cool cover. All right, so now here's some toys. There's a lot of toys coming out this month. I don't know why. This is... final order July 21st, but this is not shipping till September 29th. So this stuff is all coming out for Halloween. So for the month of October. Bride of Frankenstein.
The old school Mego.
Yeah, Mego
figures.
Company is back. I don't think the same people own it, but
I always looked like as a kid.
Yeah.
I wish I actually took care of them because I
Yep.
had a whole bunch of them. And of
they're
course
worth a
all-
lot.
Yeah, mine are.
They're cool.
I actually played with my toys when I was
Yeah.
a kid.
These are all real cloth outfits. So, you know, super cool. So we got Bride of Frankenstein. Who's up next? Chucky.
Chucky.
A lot of Chucky fans. Every Chucky thing I get in sells. So this is probably a solid sale right off the bat. They're 8-inch figures too. They're sort of like they're between the 3.5s and the 12s. It's a pretty big figure. Candyman. Yeah, I don't know if there's a Candyman figure out there. So
I don't think so.
They just had a new Candyman movie come out. So
This is the original, the Tony
this
Todd.
is yes, yeah. But there'll be interest because of the movie.
Oh
So,
yeah, probably. Yeah, Creature, you got the old classics.
Old
That's
classic, Creature Black, all the Universal. They have all the Universal ones. So
That's an awesome figure.
this is awesome. And $16.99 is not bad for an 8-inch figure.
No, not at all. I mean, it's quality figure too. Look
Yeah.
at him. He looks awesome.
And I love how they really are the retro style with the cloth over the plastic. It's great. Frankenstein. Yep.
Frankie. Yeah, well, just well done. Well,
I wish it was.
sculpted.
Yeah, I wish it was Boris. Might be.
kinda,
That
yeah,
is
it's
Boris.
like,
All
yeah.
right, so it is the Universal. From a distance, it didn't look like him, but up close, definitely.
Karloff.
Yeah. And then
I was gonna say, you go, oh, this is the Christopher Lee, the
Lee-
Hammer Dracula.
Dracula. Yeah.
Awesome. I love the Hammer film. Wow.
Yes, they have a lot of.
That's great.
Yeah, they have a lot of different versions, which.
I want the Ingrid Pitt action figure.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't even have to come in a shirt.
It's been done a lot, but this I thought was a really quality look. It's an
Yeah, it
all
looks great.
cloth. It's an all cloth costume
Yeah.
for the you know.
Pennywise, yeah. From it. Yeah, it's all the figures are great.
I think for the price, man. Like
Yeah.
when I saw the price point, I thought these were going to be $32 figures.
Yeah, that's a reasonable price and you're getting a really quality figure.
Right? Hair, like it's not plastic hair. It's
Yeah.
like it's not.
And the sculpt.
It may be even real
is-
human. No,
is
it's not real human.
awesome. Well, it could be for it, you know,
Could be.
make it more authentic.
Oh,
Leatherface. Yeah.
Oh man, when
That's
I saw
great.
like these were awesome.
Wow. Because I have the McFarlane horror figures
Yeah.
like that, and
Oh,
it was
they're
like,
really good.
yeah, they're great. But I was like, oh, I would pick up some of these too.
Well, the great thing about these two is that, you know, at this price point, they had a license, pay for the license for all of these figures. They're all from different places, right?
Yeah, they're not
So
all Universal.
You're not getting one license to make all these. Maybe you would have got one license from Universal to do all the Universal monsters, but like for all the rest, like this cost them a lot. They're gonna hope to sell a ton of these.
Oh, Hannibal Lecter. That's an interesting figure.
Yeah, and they have them in a straight jacket, and
Oh,
they
he's
have
got
the
the mask
the
you can
mask
take
on and
off,
everything.
yeah.
It's how do
Oh,
you
yeah.
not get that?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It comes with fava beans and a nice Chianti too.
They don't come with any accessories.
Yeah, but
That-
you got.
but like,
you got the costume. pretty
got the
much, so what do you
costume, I
really
mean-
need? I mean, again, for $17, it was like you're still getting a
Right.
quality figure. Yeah, these are. I haven't seen the whole run of them. This is very cool.
Like some of the figures that come with like different heads and different hands and stuff like that. Yeah, it's really cool, but how many times am I going to actually change them?
Well, yeah, that's true.
Right? It's
was
sort of like giving you, hey, we want to charge you more, so here's a 3-cent
Yeah.
extra.
little extra plastic.
Yeah. And then the Mummy. It's weird that they didn't have him in the packaging. It must have been like a late one.
Oh, could be.
Do they have a picture of him in the? No, they don't.
Might be the
Yeah.
last run one. Now, it's hard to tell. Is this the Christopher Lee version of the Mummy, or is this the Boris Karloff one?
It looks like the
It's hard to tell
Karloff.
from back here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
Karloff's forehead.
Yep.
So these action figures are just.
But it was weird that they
Dude, I was
did a
gonna-
Christopher Lee Dracula, but not the Bela Lugosi. They
Yeah,
have a
if-
Bela Lugosi coming out. I mean,
I might have missed it.
love the Hammer horror
Yeah.
films. So
I might have missed it. It might be in there, but then the Wolfman. This is the Larry Talbot. I would have liked him the Lone Chaney or even the Lone Chaney Jr.
That's the name of the character.
Oh yeah.
Larry Talbot. I think that is supposed to be the Lone Chaney one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it is Lone
Or
Chaney.
Lone Chaney Jr. I think. Now there it looks cool.
Yes,
all
that's
that pose,
cool.
That looks pretty cool.
Cool pose. Listen, I would have liked him to buy 10 because I think that I would sell them over time. I would sell 10 of each of these, but you know, it's all about cash flow. I mean, if we were a multi-million-dollar store, yeah, Teen Wolf with the jacket. Look at, he's wearing the freaking high school jacket. That is, to me, that is just like, if you're gonna buy a Teen Wolf figure, this has to be the one.
Yeah, which is, I hate to say this, but that's the only one I'm not interested in.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. Like, but there are people that are like big fans of the. This even got its own TV show for a
People
while.
are probably gonna hate me for asking this, but does it like shake when you take it out of the package? Sorry. Someone had to go there. He owns the store. I'm not. So if you don't like that comment,
humor.
it's my fault. It's my fault.
Yeah.
Sorry. Still come to the store. I'm not here most of the time. So.
Yeah, Dan. I am going to take your entire paycheck. We've got lots of cool stuff that you've been missing out on because of the vid. So.
Yeah, I think I'll be spending some money on these figures too. 'Cause they do look great. I mean, even the Teen Wolf. I'm not a big fan of the movie, but it does look cool. If you like the movie, I mean,
yeah.
it's they're putting out quality figures.
They're putting out
really
so many
well
figures.
done.
There's something for everybody.
Yeah.
There's something for everybody. And then the Pops. So they got the Biggie album. Like, this is his funeral album, I think, that they released after he died. So these have been doing really well. This is the Ozzy Osbourne one.
Oh, Diary of a Madman.
Diary of a Madman, which is really cool.
Yeah, that is definitely a cool one.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen this. I hadn't seen that this was coming out. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
so there's the Black Sabbath one there. And then we have
yeah.
the AC/DC one is right over there, the Highway to Hell one.
Yeah, I like that one's cool. I like this. That's the original Black Sabbath album cover. That's very cool.
Yeah. So these are really cool. The top, you pop up the top, they slides out of the box. There's 2 holes in the back. You can hang them on the wall.
Oh, that's cool.
So like they don't take up any shelf space. They are scary if they're a scary band, and they're cool, you know, like Poppy if they're a pop band.
And what's this?
This one is the Highway to Hell one.
Oh yeah, I mean.
So this was my very. Do you remember Glenn Goldman?
Yes.
We remember Glenn.
We remember
his
high
mom
school
better.
pal.
But,
Well, and we ain't gonna get into that. All we're gonna say is MILF.
oh, whew.
Yeah, I mean AC/DC, Angus with the devil horns and the tail.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. How could you go wrong with that? If
This
you're
was
an
the first
AC/DC
album
fan?
I owned. This is the first album.
It's one of the
I owned.
first bands I really got into as a kid.
Yeah.
And Bon Scott, can't.
Yeah.
My favorite vocalist from their band.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Mine too.
Nothing against Brian Johnson, but
So,
yeah, Bon Scott's the man.
he carried on, like he carried the torch really well. But I was
Yeah.
just what made me a fan of the band was Bon Scott.
Yeah, without
He was
a doubt.
insane too. He just.
Well, the dude really lived the lifestyle. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Is,
And I'm one of those guys that, yeah, 100%. I would like to have my sex, drugs, and rock and roll back. Thank you. I hate.
not anymore. It's too PC.
That's why they can't make any music. Here's the holes on the back. So the plastic, you can actually just pop that through there and hang that right on the wall.
Oh, and you can still put it back in the box, and it'll still stay collectible.
Right? So
That's a good
Funko's
idea.
got it down, man. They really do have it down. At one point, I was going to get out of Funko's. I thought it maybe had run its course. And
They keep putting out new and interesting stuff, though. They're not like one-trick pony. Like they're trying to.
well, when
do
we
different
opened
stuff,
back
which
up
is
from
cool.
COVID, I turn back around, half all my Pops are gone.
Yeah.
Like in a week.
Yeah.
Like people were coming in and buying 4 and 5 at a time. I was like, oh,
It's definitely collectible. You know, the collectability factor for it, and just
It,
you know,
they
it's
have every
really-
license,
well,
everything.
yeah, they
Marvel,
pretty much,
DC,
Old movies,
wrestling.
anything you can think of.
everything. And they're cool. They're like, I mean, I like. They've also moved them along, right? At first, the arms were like at the sides, and they didn't do anything at all. Now they're kind of action posed.
Yeah.
They have games, like it's a game. Like you can get them that are, you can actually play. Where they have smaller ones that you're playing, like a game like
yeah.
Hero Clicks with it.
Yeah. I've
so.
seen that. I have a little Aku that comes in a can from Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
It comes in like a little can, with a little figure.
The soda can ones. That's a new one. I get a
those
kid
are
that
cool.
comes in every week. He's like, "Where's
Yeah.
your soda cans?" I'm like, "I'm sold out. I can't
those,
keep them."
Those are cool.
All right, what do we got next? I know there's a lot of pops. There is a tremendous Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Man, come on, you gotta have Mike, Iron Mike Tyson. Man, I loved boxing when I was 18, 19 years old, and I loved watching him kick people's asses.
Yeah, he was probably one of the most feared fighters at the time when he was in his prime. Even still, like at 50s, when he was doing that exhibition match, that was a joke. But watching him practice, it was like. He's still got it. He's still vicious.
He is,
and he can throw. You know.
Yeah, I think he lost his killer instinct a little bit after jail, but
and shit like that.
you know, he changed. But man, in his prime, in his youth, he made boxing on fire. Boxing was exciting. Everybody wanted to watch it.
Yeah, the only problem was you spend like $50-$60 for a pay-per-view and you knock the guy out in like
46
30 seconds. Yeah, you know. Oh man.
And then pay for the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, well, you know, you had to watch it.
Yeah. And then, I think I got 3 of these coming in. Sylvie, like Loki's Enchantress Loki. So we'll be getting those in.
I haven't caught up on the series yet.
On Loki,
Yeah.
you'll like it.
I'm way behind on the Marvel stuff. I'm trying.
Then we have this is. Of course, because this toy came out, this was when this was first shown.
Well, this is for the new movie.
This is for the Spider-Man No Way Home. He's going to appear in No Way Home.
Oh, you're going to go more into the multiverse, it seems
right.
like, too, which could be cool. I'm excited. Like I said, I've liked every Marvel movie I've seen. That
they're all going to be in each other's movies is really cool. I love that crossover.
Oh, I do too. It's great seeing that's one of my favorite things that they did is it's always except for the Hulk, that was a little screwy, but everybody else, it's always the same actor, so it's great. It's like you're not you don't have to be like every other movie they change the guy, and it kind of like it ruins that suspension of belief,
right?
It was like when Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark,
right?
And it was like I don't know what they're gonna do after.
They got a young guy. I think they're gonna make him younger, and the guy looks a lot like.
Oh, do like an older story or something like that. Yeah, it could be interesting.
So who do we got after this? This is the No Way Home integrated suit. So that's pretty cool. It's integrated with magic. It's got a chess piece with.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah, because I haven't really seen. I've seen the trailer and I was like, oh, or at least the teaser for it, and it looks like it's going to be good. I mean, I like Doctor Strange was always one of my favorite Marvel characters. So
yeah.
Anytime you throw him in something, you got my interest, and I thought they did really well with the movie.
Yeah, and this is like his bulletproof outfit.
Oh, so he's got multiple outfits.
They're calling it black and gold, but I think in the comics it's a bulletproof. When he's fighting Massacre,
okay.
He needs to get a bulletproof, and this is his bulletproof outfit.
Oh, that's cool. There's some marketing for you.
Yep. This is the upgraded suit.
Oh, with the glider wings.
With the glider wings.
Yeah, that's cool. Zombie Thor.
Zombie Thor. I mean, there's a lot of fans for
It's actually
Marvel Zombies.
That's a pretty cool figure, though.
That is like the best one. Like there has been other ones. That's the Chase variant.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the old black one.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll get it. Who knows?
Marvel Zombies. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a glow in the dark or something like that. Yeah. So this is, everybody knows Harley Quinn. There's 2 different ones for this is her damaged dress, and then this is her fighting outfit, her bodysuit.
No more booty shorts.
No more booty shorts.
My
That's
favorite
gone.
part of that movie.
Yeah, mine too.
Good movie or booty shorts? Take it.
Well, I don't know.
Booty shorts every time.
Yeah, the booty shorts.
Stand
And
by
I
for.
thought when they did the change with the Enchantress or whatever the hell her name was, how she changed form, I thought that was really cool.
Cool. Yeah.
The rest of the movies, I don't know why you want a hit squad to take out superheroes that nobody has superpowers except for two guys.
Right.
You know, the Australian guy with the boomerang is going to take out an evil Superman, no problem.
Then of course, King Shark. I had to get it. They got him with a big smile. It looks great.
It's awesome.
I would have liked him to be if he was pointing to his hand.
Yeah.
Like from the movie,
Yeah.
but hey, listen, I'll live with this. That's really cool.
Still, yeah, that's a fun figure.
Yeah. Peacemaker, just because he's going to have his own show after the Suicide Squad hits, so brought in a couple of those.
Very strange choice for a spin-off.
It is.
Why,
but they
why
want
not
to give,
do a Harley Quinn show? They
well,
got
here's
the
why.
animated
Because,
one.
because
John Cena.
Because John Cena. They want to give him work, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
Polka Dot Man. I know somebody's gonna like. Somebody's gonna like him.
Polka Dot Man.
Yeah.
The dude with a twister board for a costume.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. They're really breaking out the obscure characters for this. I would just buy that just because it's Polka Dot Man.
James. Well, that's James Gunn's thing, man. He likes that. He likes taking the obscure, weird characters that have really little power.
That's funny.
What do we got? Okay. I sell the hell out of these. I can't help it. I don't want to buy it, but
What
BTS,
is that?
BTS, it's the Korean pop group.
Oh.
They each get their own figure. They don't even like sell them as a group. You got to buy each one.
So they're like the Korean Boys to Men or something like that?
More like Backstreet Boys.
Oh, because there's such a difference between the two.
But bigger, but way bigger. Like, these guys have more money and more international.
Oh, I thought you meant taller. I was like, well, they're Japanese, so...
yeah,
Sorry.
so this is
anything inappropriate or insulting, I'll probably say.
I
apologize.
I don't know all of them. My wife does.
I can.
My
honestly,
wife is probably jumping up and down right now.
I can honestly say I've never heard of them, and I'm kind of happy I haven't.
Be careful, the fans are horrible.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh
They
yeah.
send death threats and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. It's like I'll take on a whole group of 12-year-old boys. Bring it. Or 12-year-old girls. Hey.
It's like 40-year-old women. What are you talking about?
Oh, those could be dangerous.
They can be very dangerous.
Yes, a whole squad of Karens coming after me. Oh, no.
There's one of every. So this is Jimin and Jin
Oh.
and Jungkook. I'm going to butcher their Korean names. RM. Luckily, that's an easy one. Suga. That's pretty easy, too. J-Hope. You got to have J-Hope.
Okay.
And V.
How many of them are there?
There's 6.
Do any of them, are they an actual group where they play instruments, or
No,
are they
no.
all just dance and sing?
Dance and sing.
So they're like the male version of Baby Metal.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd rather watch Baby Metal, though. A lot.
Oh. Okay.
With the sound off.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that because that could be strange, and the federal government might put you on a watch list.
Okay, all right, then we have... I did not bring in DJ Khalid, but I did show him. I was on the fence, and I decided I hate that blessed thing. Just gets annoying. Not everything is blessed. Not everything. Not everything.
Nothing is blessed.
Here's your chicken salad sandwich. Blessed. Blessed. All right, let's...
I'm
Move
allergic.
on.
I'm allergic to holy food anyway, so
Yeah.
I can't do that. Sorry. Ah, the Somewhere in Time Eddie Maiden.
They have all the Eddies.
Yeah, which I'm surprised it's taken him so long to do that. I was
Right.
like, that's a great character. That every album there's a
Yep.
different version of him. Oh, that's
They have
cool.
it with
They
the
got him
hat.
with- yeah, they got him
I
with the
think
hat
that
and
might be the
coat.
Chase. That might be the Chase figure.
That's cool.
Yeah, which I hope I get one. Then yeah, the Seventh Son, of the Seventh Son.
Hendrix.
Little Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, very cool. Little John Lennon in his military jacket.
Did they have the Chase variant with the bullet holes?
I'm
on a roll tonight.
Too soon. Too soon. Too soon.
Too
40
soon.
years?
He's been like, yeah. I mean, come on.
Oh.
Sorry, these are the jokes, folks.
Yeah, I remember that.
Anything, I will take it down a few pegs to lowbrow.
This is Krang.
That's why I'm here.
Krang, and they have a little Krang in the center of his belly.
Oh yeah,
it's awesome.
Turtles, cool.
It's an awesome figure. So we're definitely gonna get that one, and then I think there is Stunning Steve Austin with the belt.
No, that's The Rock.
Oh, sorry, The Rock with the belt.
It kind of looks like Steve Austin.
No, they're both bald.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to tell.
Doesn't have the goatee. I should have noticed the goatee, but
or the leg braces.
Yeah, I've got to have the leg braces. I forgot about that. This is the Rock. And then all the South Park Truth Rangers. This is the Truth Ranger, Stick of Truth, Ranger stand. So it has all the Stick of Truth ones. Paladin, Butters, Elf King, Kyle.
Wizard
Grand
Cartman.
Wizard Cartman, yeah. So like I had to get those. I mean it's a little old now, but I just like them. And then some cool short boxes they had, so I had to bring in. Because, you know, I'm not going to be getting them from BCW, so here's some short boxes. That's a
and
cool...
these won't bend when you put a few comics in them.
That's right. And then the Harley Quinn.
Oh, that's
So
that's
Iron
a
Man
nice one.
Yeah, the Harley Quinn has a lot of figures on it too. So I think that's everything for off of Diamond. We'll look at DC Comics now. DC and Scout. I think Scout is on Lunar now too. It should be at the bottom there. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. I know we're like an hour and 40 in.
No.
Probably finish up in another 20 minutes. There's not a lot of DC stuff. DC is not printing a lot of books anymore.
Still waiting for a new Hellblazer series.
It is.
Where are you?
There it is. Joe Hill, that's a trade paperback. We won't be getting that in. Although this was a headlock. Basket full of heads was actually good.
Yeah, Joe Hill's
I sold a bunch, and I don't
writer.
think I have anybody that's looking for it. So, what else do we got? The Scooby-Doo, like all of a sudden, Scooby-Doo Batman has taken off for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Batman Scooby-Doo.
I don't know why. I mean, it's a youthful book, which I like. I like to bring the youthful books in.
Nostalgia, maybe.
But now I went from like bringing in 2 of these to bringing in 4 of these because I sold out for the last one and I had to reorder it. And I don't know. I guess just the kids want that Scooby-Doo and they like Batman, so you put them together and it's just the right mashup.
Good combo.
Yeah, it's a 12-issue series, so this is Batman '89. Yeah, I think I'm bringing in 2 of these just cause, but that's just that's a money grab.
Yeah, it's Batman.
And then they have another cover of it.
Another Jerry Ordway.
Yep.
Right.
We'll bring that in. And another cover. I won't be getting this. This is I have to order 250 comics to get that cover.
Wow.
Yeah. Then we have Arkham Asylum.
Oh, they're doing
this is a hardcover. It's a hardcover edition of the Grant Morrison series.
That's a classic Batman story.
Yeah.
That was I think it came out around the time the original movie came out with Michael Keaton playing Batman. But yeah, nothing like that. Just amazing artwork, great story.
It's Grant Morrison who doesn't do enough anymore. Right? Needs to do more. Get back to work, Grant.
It really write some more stuff.
Batman Black and White. I have a bunch of readers of this, so I'll be getting this in. This is the Batman Cat. They're doing 3 covers of each of this Batman Catwoman Black Label series. It's 12 issues. I have enough people wanting this, so I bring it in.
Phantasm in it, so that's
yeah. Cool covers.
Yeah, all the variants are very cool.
Yeah.
Travis Charest. Oh, there you go.
Yep. This is Batman hardcover. We won't be bringing this in. Batman: The Long Halloween hardcover edition. If somebody orders it, I mean, I just got this in on a not a trade-in, but I bought a collection and it had the entire run in it. It's a great.
Oh yeah, the stuff that Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale did in the Marvel books too. They did a bunch of Marvel books
together. Yeah,
together that they're all worth picking up. I still think the Batman ones are probably the best out of all of them, but all real quality books.
Yeah, Tim Sale art.
Yeah.
Oh, great stuff.
He's a great Batman artist. Yeah. He has a little bit of a retro style. It fits with the storyline and with Batman in particular.
I think if I had to say it leaned towards anybody, I'd say it leaned towards Neil Adams.
Yeah, more simplified.
In that kind of genre. This is another hardcover we won't be getting in. That's another thing they do. They put all their expensive stuff up front. Batwoman is another hardcover we won't be getting in.
Which was a great series.
It was.
J.H. Williams is amazing artist. The layouts he does. He did the Sandman Overture with Neil Gaiman.
Yep.
He can really. He reminds me like his layout skills are like Jim Steranko. You know, how it really has this graphic design and very like fine art aesthetic to it.
Which I love.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's definitely a series worth picking up. The old Batwomans that they did. They had it in Detective for a while, and she had her own series. Well, with J.H. Williams writing, I think they had a couple of different. They had Greg Rucka and Hayden Blackman, I think.
Yeah, I think.
So, yeah, it's up there.
I think that this guy had like a really love affair with like the 1900s through the 1930s, sort of like Art Nouveau and Art Deco.
Yeah.
It's got like a mix of both that, and then, but he makes it new, like he enough to make it.
Yeah, that definitely the fine art influence is there.
Yeah.
But he just definitely takes it and runs with it. And again, if it's definitely if you've never picked it up, it's definitely worth picking up. I would think.
Yeah,
great,
good read.
Well-written characters in it.
Even though like there was a lot of various writers on it, there's a bunch of people wrote on it, but unbelievably they kept the continuity really good, really tight.
It was consistently good for the entire initial run, so it's definitely worth picking up in trade if you don't want to spend all that money on a hardcover.
All right, what do we got next? Super Sons going to be carrying this. We have a lot of fans of Damian and Jonathan Kent together. Obviously, this is either an alternate universe or Jonathan Kent as 27-year-old. Jonathan Kent is an alternate universe. I haven't figured that out yet, but the fans of those two together were so vocal that they got them a book. Challenge of the Super Sons. This is their B cover. I may have gotten one of the B cover in. Daphne Byrne. This is a trade paperback. This came out a while ago.
Yeah, this one I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we even carried the floppies. I think it originally came out. I want to say quite a while ago. Like not in the last 2 years.
Oh.
All right. Detectives, of course, we're getting Detective in. Dan Mora. Art. Good stuff. The writing's been solid. This is the B cover, yeah. Bermejo. He's super solid. He's been doing detective B covers now for 30, 40 issues. It's a lot. Wow. Yeah, he's been around for a long time. Yeah. I think they just locked him down. It's a trade paperback, a Dollhouse. This is all the Stephen King's son, Joe Hill. All of his...
That's his imprint.
He didn't... It's his imprint.
Yeah. Which is basically Vertigo with a different name.
Right.
Well, it's more a horror slant, but you know, like
it had its own imprint, but now they're putting the trade paperbacks out on Black Label.
Oh, okay.
It was Hill House.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that? Like
Yeah.
he did all that under Hill House, and now it's Black Label. So I don't know what the deal happened with that.
Yeah,
So,
I've only read the Basket Full of Heads, and Joe Hill's a solid writer.
Right.
So.
a lot of the people who picked this up liked it. It's Casey or Carrie. I mean, so Frank on the farm. I didn't bring this. Frank at home on the farm. I didn't bring this in the floppies, and I won't be bringing it in the trade unless somebody comes in and says, "Here's my money."
Yeah.
And then I'll order it.
Home to the farm.
This is Future State Gotham. It's been pretty good. A lot of Red Hood stuff. Is this Molly on the cover? Miracle Molly. It says Punchline. It says the hunt the Batman continues as Punchline proves Gotham. Those two characters are so close. I couldn't tell which one of those was on the cover.
Yeah,
and it's still maybe Molly on the cover, and she's in the book somewhere. Who knows?
Harley?
Huh?
Could it be Harley?
Well, they all look like Harley. So. And this is the B cover.
Are they supposed to connect?
Oh, maybe. It could be a connected
Possibly.
cover. Yeah, kind of looks
Yeah,
like
it looks like it. Looks
Yep.
like it does. Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So that is Punchline, because Punchline is the brunette, and she only has the lines under her eyes. So the other one is either Harley or Molly. And I will have to say, I think you're right as Harley, but Harley usually has pigtails. This girl has straight hair like Molly does. So, who knows? But she's got the black and red top.
And it says here in the description, the only person standing in her way is a revenge Harley Quinn.
Ah, so it's Harley Quinn on the cover. Yeah, should have gave her pigtails, then we would have known. Future State Gotham 4. This is the third cover of that. Hardware. I'm getting all these books. I loved them when they were out new a long time ago.
Oh, these were what was the imprint that they were part of?
Hello, Smiley Face. Thanks for stopping in. This used to be Milestone.
Static Shock.
Static Shock, okay. Hardware.
Yeah.
Icon. A lot of them. I really dug it when it came out.
It's definitely ahead of its time.
And then for whatever reason, I'm sure it was some contractual thing. Everybody got screwed, and especially the readers. They didn't get to. It's. When this came out, I think I was 20, maybe. Not even?
Yeah, the original series came out quite a while ago.
I think they've had a reboot at some point, but I don't think I was reading comics at the time.
Yeah.
Static Shock's had a couple of reboots, but
yeah. He's probably the most well-known out of that imprint, I think.
This is the B cover. This is the Hill House box set.
Oh, it's got all the Joe Hill stuff.
Yep.
Oh, well, everything that came out on that imprint.
That came out on that imprint.
$100.
It's actually not too bad.
No, it's not. It's a lot of trades.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of story in there.
Yep. Not bringing that in to sit on the shelf forever. I Am Batman. This is Zero. I have no idea. They didn't send me anything saying, hey, we're releasing a new Batman book. The 11th Batman book.
Is it really the 11th?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
If you count all the Batman reference books, like that are in the Bat family, it's at least 11.
Wow.
If you count Nightwing, and
that's a lot of bats.
And Robin, and there is Detective, and Batman, and Batgirl, and
Batman and Catwoman.
Harley Quinn is a Batman,
it's all part of that
and
universe,
it's just on and on. And so is Punchline, and so is the Red Hood. And so yeah, all right. I guess I'll be getting that in. I guess this is the B cover. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
it's a Chew cover. Derek Chew, nice job. So Wilkins, all right.
Oh, it's a Future State Batman. Okay.
Yeah, but I think somebody said in issue 4 of the next Batman that the two brothers switch on who's going to be Batman.
Oh.
And then now it's back to Luke Fox and not, I forgot which Fox the other Fox is. But we'll see. I don't know. I haven't been following it. Shame on me.
Red Fox?
I thought they should have made either, I thought Batwing should have gotten the mantle. I think a lot of guys should have got the mantle. But
Yeah.
this is the Federici covers. I don't buy 25 of any issue, so I don't get it. But, you know, Federici's amazing. Infinite Frontier number 4, we've been getting this. There's not a lot of interest in it, but it's been cool. They're the writer's Mitch.
Ryan Hitch variant cover.
Yeah, it's
Joshua
Williamson has been doing it. That's right.
It's more of a takeoff on the multiversity stuff, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what.
And then, of
Morrison
course, they're
created.
doing Suicide covers that will all attach.
Oh, you got the whole squad.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, for all the different books for that, but I'm not getting them. I mean, I know I said earlier how much I liked covers that attach, but some don't interest me, although the art's really good on these Suicide Squad ones. But. Joker number going to keep getting. This has been a really good series, and a lot of stuff. They've let a lot of stuff happen in these series, so they've actually been having some value, and people have been pulling them off the shelves, and it's tiny.
James Tynion, yeah. Can't beat that.
Nope. This is the B cover. That's a good Joker. I definitely probably getting
Harris.
that. This is the Coogan, a Terry Donson cover. Didn't he do?
Did a lot
No,
of
I'm thinking of
covers.
Terry Moore.
Oh,
I was thinking
Strange
Strange Paradise.
Yeah.
It's kind of got that flavor to it.
Yeah.
This is the Suicide Squad cover
The movie variant.
Yeah. So there's 5 variants for that Joker book. What else we got? The Federici cover. Well, nothing like making that look like a certain movie star. Looks like a cross between Keanu Reeves and the guy from Supernatural. Justice League Dark. It's the omnibus.
I always liked this series.
Yeah,
I
like
liked
the series.
the first initial run of it. The better Jeff Lemire was writing
Yeah.
it, and they were doing that crossover with Swamp Thing and Animal Man.
Yeah.
But Justice League Dark's always good.
Always
You-
good.
you
We
have
love the occult stuff.
Yeah.
Give me more of that.
Yeah, the odd DC occult heroes. It's I don't know. It's good stuff.
Yep. Justice League Last Ride.
Chip Zdarsky there,
Yep.
and
Yeah, I'm sure it's a great story. I haven't been reading it. It's like one of those books out on the edge. Well, unless I missed it, I already said hello to Smiley Face.
Derek Robertson. Yeah, there's another variant with Martian Manhunter. It's a very cool cover.
Yeah. That's De Silva. I don't know if he's done too much. That might be a good book to jump on, pick up. If it's if he's only got like 20 or 30
Yeah, it's a
covers
good
out
cover.
there, that's a jump on guy for that. Like, it's really nice. Yeah, I think I'm bringing. No, this is a trade paperback for Lolo Woods. All right, I thought I was looking at the writer, Carmen Maria. She does some good teen YA stuff. Let's see, Midnight Western Theater #4. I haven't been bringing this in.
Yeah, it's another series I'm not familiar with.
Western books, man, they're tough.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this. Pennyworth. This is a prequel of him before he was the butler.
Oh, when
His
he
life
he
as a
was like
spy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be interesting.
I'll give the writer a shot. I'm not that familiar with him.
It could be good. They're doing like a old school
Brian-
James Bondish kind
Yeah,
of.
it's Scott Brian Wilson. Familiar? No,
No.
me either.
Not that that
Like
means
the art.
anything, but
Yep.
that's
Like
it.
the art.
Definitely, it could be interesting.
Plunge
Another-
trade paperback. Number 1 was super hot when it first came out, and then just kind of died off.
Yeah, that one I never read. Again, Joe Hill, you know.
Yep. Red Shift is from Scout. This is number 2. I'll probably get 2 of these because I got 2 of the number 1s. We'll see. Swamp Thing box set. I don't bring in box sets. I do order them if people want them.
Yeah,
Even
that's
as
the Alan Moore
I'm
run,
as big
too.
a Swamp Thing fan as you can get, and I wouldn't bring it just because it's going to sit for a while.
Oh yeah, it's a big collection.
Yeah. Scoot Frontiers. I do get these Scoot books from Scout, which is their children's imprint. A lot of colors, a lot of different characters on the cover. It does draw kids in to pick them up. It's a trade paperback, a Shepherd. I brought in the singles. They didn't sell, so
You got a David Mack cover.
yeah. Yeah, I'll be bringing in Superwoman number 3, Superwoman of Tomorrow number 3. We'll bring in a couple of those. The B cover, it's a Mac cover. I probably picked up one of these because
He's been doing a lot of variant.
He
covers.
has been, especially for DC.
He's an amazing artist too.
Yeah, yeah, he is. More on the fine art side.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, thank God, this is the last Superman Red and Blue. I've got two people getting this book, but I don't even know if they're reading it. They may just be putting it in their collection set.
I'm guessing it's not that good.
Their completion is, I don't even know what it's about, to be honest with you. There's a Delato cover. Does that look like a Delato cover? That's Delato.
Yeah, no, well, a little bit. It's definitely different. He looks like Bizarro.
Yeah.
He's kind of pale. Superman needs to get back out in the sun.
Yeah, but even just the composition doesn't seem like a Delato to me.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look
Like, he usually has a lot of stuff going on.
like
There's a lot of body motion in his books.
The way the face is rendered looks like him, but the rest of it
Yeah.
doesn't really seem like. Maybe he's trying a new style.
I think they probably
Different
told him,
color.
no, this is what we want. He's
Yeah.
like, all right, that's what you want.
Pay me. And one more variant.
One more. This is Kevin Eastman.
Oh, what do you know?
Yeah.
We were just talking about Ninja Turtles, one of the original creators.
Yeah. And it has that feel, that background, the blue squares on the ground, like it's a lot of stuff going on. How he ever put out a book every month, I have no idea, with all the stuff that's on those pages. This is the second print. I'm not getting that book.
Unicorn.
Wonder Woman. We'll have 3 or 4 issues of that. The B covers are really nice.
Yeah.
Sebastian Fiormara. Nice.
He did some Magnolia Verse stuff.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember what book, but yeah.
This is the Suicide Squad one. I thought they were connecting. Would have been cool had they been. It doesn't look like they connect.
It's a cool cover though, for sure.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's it for DC.
That's it. All right.
All right, we got something else to show you that I got at
Spectacular.
Yeah, I picked this up online, auction, zip auction. 1978. Apparitions by Bernie Ryson, contains 4 full color plates. So that is, move that right there.
Yeah, it's original Swamp Thing artist.
Yeah. Amazing.
Frankenstein hardcover, which
Yeah,
is
a lot of
probably
horror
one of his
stuff.
most. Yeah, he's done tons of like House of Mystery and
So his 2-page spread of the Frankenstein, the original 2-page spread where he's on the table,
oh yeah,
sold for $3 million. So these are not originals; they are prints, but they're from 1978. In the 70s and early 80s, you'll find, I don't know if I've had these on another show. Did I have my Mike Grell one and my Starling one actually on the show? I may have. So I have one from Mike Grell and one from Starling. But these are gorgeous.
yeah, his artwork, his line work, his painting, he was a true master, and well, he'll be missed.
Oh, sorely, and I miss him all the time.
He did a lot. I mean, to me personally, with like comics and the old creepy and eerie magazines, he's definitely one of the kind of like the image of horror from the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah. Should I go back?
It's Hanover Fist.
Yeah, Hanover Fist is this guy's name.
From the heavy metal movie. Well, they took him from, yeah.
Right.
But, yeah, that's Hanover Fist.
Look at all the guys and how he twists, their bodies are twisted and, just a master.
Yeah, it's some beautiful work.
His women are just incredible. The colors, so luscious. Those blues in the back. And then my favorite, remember I was talking about sci-fi.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't think he did enough sci-fi, science fiction work.
Yeah, he mostly stuck to horror.
Stuck to horror.
He's
there
done
are
a few here and there.
There are a few.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's beautiful work. In a portfolio like this, they're not easy to find, and if they are, you're gonna pay a pretty price for them.
Yeah, so I got this for $8 at 3:30 in the morning.
It pays to drink coffee and stay up late.
Yeah. So this there was another one of these up, which was a Kirby and another guy had put together a thing for a fundraiser back in the day, and their plates were on sale. They had 8 plates though, and it went for $100, and it was not as nice as this. And there was no Kirby. Had there been Kirby art in it, like if there had been a Kirby piece,
yeah,
I probably would have went to 200.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped at 100. Actually, I bid to 100, but when you have somebody that has bid higher, they get the 100, right? So you don't. If they've bid to 105, they actually get the 100 bid. So they won it for $100 because I wasn't going any higher. But I was, man, I don't know how many times. If you've watched a lot of my videos, you've heard me say it maybe 100 times or more. How Wrightson is my ultimate favorite artist of all time. Swamp Thing being my favorite hero. But yeah, that was a great find. If you want to talk about something for 1 second, I want to bring out another surprise I got in the collection on Saturday. Huh. You're gonna love it.
Okay, Emma's put me on the spot here. I don't know what else could I say about Bernie Wrightson that we haven't said. I mean, to me, he's the face of horror for 70s and 80s comics, from stuff he did with DC to the Creepy and Eerie, the old Warren magazines, which, off on a tangent, if you like those old black and white horror magazines, the Warrant Publishing, which is not affiliated with the old Warren, they do a book called Creeps and Vampirus Carmilla, which is throwback to the old Creepy and Eerie's black and white anthology horror books, which are also definitely worth picking up if you like the old stuff. Oh, Barry Windsor Smith Conan.
Yes, sir. So
this is good stuff.
Collection came in on Saturday, and it had bombs.
And it is in nice shape.
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
It had bombs.
That book's worth a pretty penny.
Just the stack would have been enough in a collection bombs wise, but we also got New Mutants '98, Secret Wars #8.
Is that the black?
Yeah, that's the first symbiote.
Yeah.
Two 252s, which I have one up on the wall there, but that's mine because both their 252s were newsstand, and that's the first black suit where it's. I don't know how they're doing it. I guess it came out before. I don't want to fight about it. It's worth a lot of money. I don't care. Yeah, there was a bunch more, and there was a lot of multiples. So it was a great collection to get in. But take a look at that.
First Conan the Barbarian, Barry Windsor Smith art.
Yeah,
I believe it's Roy Thomas who is writing it, but. Yeah, you could see too how Barry Windsor Smith's art
good.
has evolved because he was sort of like a better Jack Kirby.
Yeah. Yep.
And it definitely evolved. But these are the classics. I mean, really, for me personally, this is what actually got me into reading the Robert E. Howard novels, was picking up some of these comics. And it does, they adapt to some of the old Howard stuff.
You look at how bright these colors are.
And they're in beautiful shape, too.
There's a few, like number 2 had some pen marks on the cover. There's a little bit of foxing on number 1. We didn't get number 23, which is the first Sonia, Red Sonia.
I was just going to say, oh, you got that?
Yeah.
Do you have the Elric issues?
Number 6 we're missing, and we have 1 through 22 missing number 6.
Do you have the Elric issues?
I believe so.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I may have to put a dent in my wallet for that. I've been looking for them.
I love number 8. The composition on the cover where he's looking over his I just, for whatever reason, this cover
is one of
tickles my fancy.
If I don't know if it's his first, but it's definitely one of his first commercial comic book jobs. Like,
right.
I think this is the thing that kind of broke him more into comics, was Conan. And
yeah.
I mean, rightfully so. Some amazing artwork.
Number 9's not my most favorite. Nor number 10, but 10 is fun. Like it's a fun cover. You don't really feel that way about Conan books, but then we come back with number 11. We'll come back.
Yeah, I mean, it's classic stuff. That's where a lot of fantasy books you read now, even the movies, it was like a lot of that is influenced by these comics and Howard's original novels.
Yeah, look at him choking that guy out. Come on.
Yeah. Next
Yes,
one's
sir.
the Elric one.
Yes, sir.
I'm a huge Elric fan, and this was his first introduction into comics. I don't know why they put a dumb red hat on him, but
right, a pointy red hat too.
Yeah, it's still very cool to see him
fighting Conan.
Yeah, fighting Conan. And of course, like in comics, they eventually team up together.
Right.
Although the rendition of Stormbringer is not that great.
No, but look at the blacks.
Yeah, I mean, it's
covers, man.
Still, it's classics. Frost Giant's Daughter.
Yeah.
One of the all-time greatest Conan stories. Short stories, anyway. Very awesome, simple, and to the point.
And Barry Smith has changed his signature on, like he did it like this for this one, and then he actually did the stylized B and the S together, and he did it with Bruner. Bruner actually, this was two
Frank
guys
Bruner.
worked on this, Frank Bruner, and so Barry Smith did. I can use the right finger now. Right there, it's like an S and a B together. He did that. Then they didn't sign it at all.
Yeah, I think Brunner took over from him for a while.
Funny that like number 19 and 20 and 21 are like in the worst condition. And then he did it. That's like on some of the earlier issues. This has a ton of spine ticks, just like. You can see on the red.
Still in good shape for comics that are that old.
Yeah.
That's a good find there.
Yeah. I was
so
sad that the 23 wasn't there because like I was holding my breath because the guy had so many, like just so much.
Yeah.
Just bomb after bomb after bomb, and yeah, that was a great collection to get. We really appreciate when people bring us in stuff. We try to be as fair as possible. If you know anybody who's getting rid of their comic book collection, have them contact us. We do free appraisals. We are never we're sometimes disappointed when people say no, but we're never angry, and we are not hostile.
No, unless you're BCW.
Unless you're BCW, then we'll be very hostile. Some announcements. we are moving forward on our movie as much as possible. I'm pretty much only looking now for 5 women between the ages of 18 and 25 to be in the movie. They are lead roles, or they call them primary roles. We have our killer. We haven't signed a contract yet, but he initially is very interested in doing it, so we won't say who that is quite yet, but he's kind of famous. He's been around.
He's a very large man.
Very, very large man. We have, I think we've found a storyboarder, so the story will be storyboarded out. I tried to do it myself. Didn't kind of like how it came out, so I think I'm going to reach out to this one guy and see if we can't get that done. And yeah, so that's moving forward. Hey, like and subscribe to our Facebook page. You'll remember me because I dismembered you, for all the information coming up on our movie. And like and subscribe to this channel. Like and subscribe to our Facebook page, where pretty much everything that happens on all the other stuff will also come through Haven for Heroes. Are you playing out anytime soon? You got any gigs coming up?
Not anytime soon.
Okay.
We're going in the studio in August. So Rhett's rooms are ruined.
Okay.
Morpheus Descends, we'll see.
We
got a lot of material.
You had another thing going on with some guys.
That's not official yet, so
Okay.
I can't say anything about it. But
Alright.
yeah, you may see me on the road in September.
All right, we'll also list all the shows. We'll promote all the shows here on No Comics for Old Men. You can go out and see Ken shredding it. It's a good time. So let's see. We don't have anybody else on the line there. So we'll say goodnight. Keep reading comics. Make sure.
See you next time.
Yeah, make sure that you like, subscribe, share. Thank you for sticking around.